We can talk about exciting things instead. We can talk about, I don't know, lip gloss and French manicures. I don't know.
I don't have a French manicure though. I can't afford it.
I don't even know what one is. So there you go.
You don't? I can tell you.
I've heard of it. Oh, look,
you
I've
should
had
know this information. You should know what a French manicure is.
Why? How do you? Is it a common thing that men would have?
It's a common thing that men would notice on women's nails.
Maybe, but
a French manicure is a very natural looking manicure and with white tips painted on.
Okay, well, there you are then.
Manicure.
It sounds pretty lame.
Now you're educated. It makes it look nice without looking too flashy, I guess.
So looking nice without being too flashy is what I used to do when I used to be in sales and stuff like that. I would get a manicure with just a buff. That's it.
You'd get a manicure?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you get the hand massage and everything?
When I was in sales, I got them all the time. But now it's rare that I'll get a manicure. But I do go to get a pedicure. And
you do?
Yeah. I'm a fat man. My toes are a long way away. And I wear flops all the time. I live in a place where we wear open toe shoes all the time. So,
yes, I do too. I understand that.
So yeah, I go. I don't know, whenever it needs to be done, I go and I do get the hot stone massage on the legs and stuff and the wax and the whole. They call it deluxe. Yeah.
Deluxe. Yeah, you're not skimping.
Yeah.
You get the callus remover. Are you getting the rasp with the callus remover?
Sure. Yeah. All that. Absolutely.
That's
all $40.
It should be more than that.
No, it's $40.
$40 for that?
Mm-hmm. Plus tip.
No. Well, they give you a good deal.
Just the tip?
Maybe. Plus the tip.
That's the theme of the show today.
Plus the tip. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Now the kids are here, so
okay.
All right. Well, we covered that. That was exciting. We talk about hair. I like to use a blow dryer with hot and cold settings personally.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I like to heat and curl and then use the cold to set.
To set, interesting. Usually the cold is for shine.
Yeah,
well, cool it down so it shines better.
But also if you use the hot air to heat, you can use it to shape or curl or whatever you want to do or straighten.
Right.
And then once you've got it going, then you use the cold air to sets it.
Your wife just taught you about
the YouTube actually, but that's how. Sometimes when the curl needs to be adjusted, it's just a little bit of okay. I look. I'll tell you the most hilarious thing ever was me getting when I started growing like the full beard and stuff. I really learned a lot about this weird stuff, and I had more. Now I've got more hair product between different types of combs and different brushes and the hair dryers, all this stuff. Nobody else in the house has. I've never had this stuff in my life. This much stuff in my life. But especially when I had the full beard, and it's just insane. Like somebody when my youngest would come over and he said, "Oh, can I borrow a hair dryer? You gotta come borrow a hair dryer for me because nobody else has a hair dryer apparently in this house."
Your wife doesn't have a hair dryer?
She doesn't like it. It's. I think it makes her hair. She thinks it makes her hair more frail. Or
it does.
She has thin. She has thin hair, so she's cognizant. Anyways,
I hear her. It's better to let it air dry.
Good morning, KBDM. I'm sure right now, anybody who's watching this on the rewind, if they've made it this far into the show and they haven't pulled the parachute to get out yet, congratulations, you're about to be rewarded. But if but otherwise,
Mark,
we're sorry. Yeah. All right, Mark. How are you doing, sir? Because we have had a great conversation so far this morning talking about manicures, pedicures, and hair dryers. So I'm sure it's time that we talk about something different. Madam has not seen Peacemaker.
Well, I'd like to weigh in on the Manny Petty conversation if we're being honest.
You most certainly may.
Yeah.
It's your viewers.
People that follow my IG regularly know that I do indulge.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Oh, that's cool.
It's
New
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo theme.
It must be Halloween.
I go no less than twice a year to get like the full on, like
only
from
twice a year.
Dude, my life is busy, but like at no
Your wife
less
does
than
it for you?
twice a year. No, we both go get like the full, like she goes and gets her nails and stuff done, but I'll go and get like from the knee down where they do like the hot rock massage and the wax and all that stuff. And like as soon as Masters is over, the Masters week run that I do, like you can go back to my IG every single year. Like we're right there doing that. And then typically during the after the summer run around right now, I would do it too, but I kind of missed that boat.
Yeah. Do you get the rasp on the bottom of your feet too, Mark?
Yeah.
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 Cheese grater.
The whole give me that, and I point to the big package, and then they say what flavor. I'm like, that's gross. And then flavor, and they show me all these different things. I'm like, oh, what scent? Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even really care. And then they use fresh fruit on you.
Fresh.
Yeah, no, they bring in lemon slices of lemons and stuff, and they use that to help. And they use that to right on your.
With some salt. Do they use salt with the lemon?
I'm not a big fan of salt.
I'm a saltaholic. I have like 10 different kinds of salt in my house.
My sodium intake is way too high, purely based off like hot wing
kids'
salt.
food. Oh,
yeah.
No. Sauces.
Pretzel fish.
Have you guys ever seen that manicure where you put your feet in a
Goldfish,
bowl and they have and all the fish pick away your dead skin?
So that's I found out that's a lie. So
I've seen people do it.
So me and my oldest, who will be here shortly because she's on her fall break, we went and did it. And the little fish don't eat the dead skin off your feet. What they do is they pull up and hang out next to your foot. They're just viral. I'm like, what is it? I got fish vibrating on my feet. I need them to eat my feet. I'm here for the piranha. They don't eat. They're not in there eating and pooping in the fishbowl like I thought.
Maybe they were just already fed, and you
no, because we talked to the people that ran the place. The whole place is nothing but just fish bowls to dunk your feet in and shit. And I mean, I know piranha exists. I've got the movie, but those little fish, it's about getting the circulation and blood flow and all that stuff. That's the benefit of it, because the fish are like vibrating at this frequency that's absolutely like the snake oil frequency, if you will. And when these fish pull up on you and vibrate at the snake oil frequency, it's good for your circulation. Like,
I don't think I can handle that kind of texture on my feet. I think it would freak me out too much, for sure. Little things.
It was cool.
I've had
it was cool, but it was expensive, and I left it with not only dead skin still on my feet, but soggy dead skin on my feet. I've been sitting in a fish bowl for 30 minutes.
Smell like fish.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right. Well, I feel like really behind because I haven't got a pedicure in like 6 months. I haven't got a manicure
your nails must be nasty.
Well, I have to.
This is breaking news. Madam's toes are nasty.
It's literally been.
I'll show them to you, but I won't.
It's been mid-April since I went as a Masters, and typically I would go around now, like between the summer season and the holiday season at work. But
yeah,
I went in September, and my person that I go to is in Vietnam right now, and I have an appointment scheduled for the week she comes back.
How nice. Do you speak any Vietnamese?
No, I do not.
Does she speak Vietnamese while she's doing your feet?
She does.
You ever wonder
To-
what she's saying?
No, because I have Google Translate. So while I'm sitting there with my headset on and just relaxing in the massaging chair, I can put it on and listen. And the last time I did it, all she was doing was going on and on about how she didn't want to fly to Vietnam because she hates flying.
Oh, it wasn't like, oh my God, this guy's feet are so nasty. I can't believe I'm doing this. Can you believe this?
I go like every 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Wow.
That's
regular maintenance.
That's about the same like rollover for like the regulars that bring their dogs in to get groomed, you know.
I would do we used to do ours. It was every 3 weeks normally, but after week 4, get super houndy. But
I just let my dogs get like to look like strays, and then at that point, then I bring them in.
then you let them get picked up off the street, get the free bath from the pound, and then go down
pay
to the
the $12 to get them back
pick 'em
out.
up.
Hours again.
They got out of the yard. I can't believe it. I don't know how. Meanwhile, then they go, wait a second. Your phone number here. This is the number they called to have these dogs picked up as strays. What's up with that?
They don't live a bad life. I mean, one of them just passed away a couple of months ago, but brother and sister, and the brother's still alive, and he's still perky, and he's about 16 now, which I guess is about 90 in people years. So he has a little arthritis coming up and down. His hearing's going, but he's still a happy dog.
So this customer came in yesterday and brought this dog. Dog, you've been here before.
They want him to see.
It's covered in dirt and mud. It's back in with its long hair. It's just covered in gross stuff from where it uses the bathroom, and it gets all over its coat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you want your dog groomed? And like, oh, just a regular schnauzer cut. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a schnauzer under there? What? Poor guy. We got him there.
Oh my God. What did you like? Brought them back a different dog? They're like, that's not my dog.
That's actually my secret, Stephanie.
Switching dogs out. Get those pedigrees going. Yeah, I understand.
He goes into the pound. He finds one that has about the right coloring and right shape, more or less.
Yeah. When they're that far gone, like I got a lot of wiggle room.
You're never going to believe this.
We did it, folks.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
what did you what did you rate the finale?
I thought it would.
I'm right there with you. That exact thing you did. I'm right there with you.
I'm up and down on it. I mean,
yes.
There's elements of it that I understand.
Were fantastic. And these things were the worst.
But at the same time, it's just like after having all that hype and everything going up, it wasn't it was a big wrap-up episode, more or less. With not a lot and a setup and a setup episode. Actually, there was probably more setups than wrap-ups in reality.
We talked about it. Like I don't care about the cameos. Like a lot of people were mad about that. I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about that. We talked about how like the doors, like dude, if they do it, it's not going to be meaningful. So why would we do it?
That was the weirdest thing. Was when they were doing the doors.
With the montage, we caught it. We're going to get a montage, and they're going to be in there, and
but it was like the way that Rick was reacting and stuff, and how he was gotten all super chummy with Lex's guys.
Yeah, and like some of the stuff that Gunn chooses, like, is absolutely hilarious little things, and then some of the things he does are just absolute like out of character to the point that it doesn't even fit inside the Goofy show. I think my biggest.
No, we're not going to get into any spoilers.
My biggest thing was like just the absence of a finale. You know what I mean? Like a finale is meant to be like big, vast, like bombastic, big, huge reveals or big, huge wrap ups. This felt like it could have just been episode 2 of the next season kind of thing. That's
yes,
my
but no, it's also
without
feels
getting into
like
spoilers.
it's also a. I could see where if you knew if you knew there was going to be a season 3.
Yeah, which he said that there's not a season 3 planned, but and this we're not getting into spoilers. So, or this is Jeremy. I'll spoil it for Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding. No, but see what they did. Like one thing that I felt was a big reveal, like not like a cameo or nothing like that, but one thing like again that we had talked about earlier on throughout the show. Like they're clearly building out the 11th Street gang.
Mm-hmm.
Like how cool Tim Meadows. This has to be a continuing character beyond this season. Stuff like that.
Right.
That what they did with the characters. That was really big. Like as a DC guy, I'm like, dude, that's huge. And I bet that's what comes next, where it's the same people, the same places, the same things rebranded, which I think that's brilliant. That's really brilliant if that's what they do. And they can just put that out instead of Waller. Because remember, originally they announced that they wanted to do a Waller TV show, and they said we're doing some things. We're figuring some things out. I don't think we'll do a Peacemaker season 3, but if you do that other thing, it's more.
And I feel like you obviously, you know, that's where it was, right? This was this episode because I said last week that I didn't just kind of like you could have ended that show there.
Yes.
And
yeah, definitely.
And everybody thought, oh no, but you could have ended it on 7.
And rather than your cliffhangers, him in jail.
Right. And instead we get a cliffhanger with him somewhere else. And
do you recommend?
Yeah, good point, Rob. Good point. Same thing. Yeah.
and at the and as far as
we don't want to end it with him in jail, we want to end it with him in jail.
And then what you've got now though is essentially you've set up the rest of the team all together, happy. We know that there's these underpinnings and new motivations for them. We got the story of the boat.
We did. My biggest thing was my biggest complaint is like the amount of time that we spent to make an extended episode was all just given to bands that James Gunn personally likes. We had two straight up legit live in-story music videos for bands that James Gunn likes, and then one whole song segment. There was a montage scene. So we had 3 music videos embedded into this episode. That's why it's longer than any other episode. For me, the formatting of this episode is typically like if you say you're watching any other show in the world, it's an hour long. You get your big season finale, it's an hour long. They're doing this, the major things happen. You have to do some of the epilogue stuff. And then you get that final 10 minutes. It's jam-packed with hitting every character, where they're at, what they're doing, and an oh snap moment for the very end. But that's just the final 10 minutes to really just remind you where everyone is. Like you're about to go into a season break. So here's where everyone's at. And this is why you need to be back next season. That was all this episode was that 10-minute epilogue really expanded out to an hour with music videos.
True.
Like I'm not 100.
What kind of music does he like?
It's really entertaining music. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's like,
it was okay.
Yeah, it's good music.
There's like a variety of rock music.
What did he call it? Okay, 4 music videos. I'm sorry, because the one in Big Belly Burger, he called it sleaze rock, 90s sleaze rock. He's like, he said if someone was still around today, they'd be playing this.
He said if Mozart was still alive.
Mozart was still alive, he'd be playing this.
and as a hooker was like, really? but yeah, no, I mean, I was fine. I was fine with telling me the story of them. I was fine with explaining how. I mean, the extended play out of that the night of the boat, because that was something that was referenced all season long about this stuff that she what is this? No. Oh, the but getting that, showing how the music and of course obviously the alcohol and everything else all plays into seeing her her view of
Let her
him.
guard down.
Yeah, let her guard down, and then understanding, her not being comfortable with that and everything else. And so, I mean, that stuff is all fine and dandy, and I'm fine with that. And it really kind of sets that relationship up now and helps to make him, to bring his story arc full circle. You've been talking this whole time about how he was in the beginning when that character was first introduced to where he is today, to really to snap him out of his funk from the last episode and bring everything around full circle and be ready to, let's go team. I'm ready. Let's do this stuff. I thought that was all fine and good.
Check the private chat, because I don't want to say it out loud, but the private chat is for a season finale. This is what you did wrong. This one thing.
Yeah, I was just reading that when I kept on there.
Everything else would belong there, but the lack of that really held so much weight, because even without all the stuff that people might have had misplaced expectations or aimed too high, that one thing right there, which that's not an expectation. Right?
There was if you think about it, really, I mean,
the ending is an expectation.
Aside from Rick's team going through the doors,
nothing. It's
there's no action.
So would you recommend Peacemaker to someone who's never watched it before?
Oh, absolutely. The season is fantastic. It's just a finale that leaves you head scratching, and all that head scratching will stop immediately as soon as they officially announce next. And I put up a post last night because I was perplexed. Like, James Gunn doesn't ever miss like this. So that just lets me know that he didn't miss. We just don't see what's next yet because they haven't announced it.
Well,
I immediately went like scouring on X and all the posts that he puts out and stuff, and found where, because he'll respond, he'll talk on social media to people, and someone said, "Yo, this was a crazy finale. Please just tell me we'll see Peacemaker again soon," because he stated that there's not a season 3, and his response was, "Of freaking course, he is integral to the DCU." So I'm like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, I have some theories. We'll talk about that. We can talk about them later when we're not on this show, so we're not spoiling stuff. Getting into the spoilers for folks. We should say hello to the chat because we haven't really even done that yet, I suppose.
Run it.
Well, the chat is weird.
Well, they've been there, but we this is how you engage with your audience, is you acknowledge them rather than just talk, make them be the people at the bar at the table next to you overhearing your conversation. You invite them in a little bit. Say, come on. Why don't you
come on in, the water's fine. And also,
bring your chair, scoot your
Before
chair.
we go through all of them, Rob, let me remind y'all, because I see some hopping in. If y'all want the link to hop on and join on the panel and hang out, just DM me or Rob if you don't already have the link. I forget that's like we just assume everyone knows that. But if you want to join the panel, just message me or Rob. We're happy to send you the link and you can hop on and chit chat.
Yeah, make sure you especially message Mark because he's much better at looking at his messages on Instagram than I am.
And once you might want to put it in the live chat that you're going to, so we know.
Good morning to KBDM. We said hello. Dubu, hi. Did you think that Rick was being manipulated by Lex? At one point, I thought he might have been freaking mind swapped by him. To be honest,
I thought it was like a Mission Impossible situation.
Yeah. And it could, the way he was high-fiving and just hanging out and laughing at things, it was definitely a very interesting change of character.
Yeah.
And
until the last scene that we see with Rick Flag, I'm like, okay, well, there's Rick Flag. There he is.
Yeah, but so who knows what
that's what I'm saying. We were in a music video, so all consistency goes out the window. You just have to perform for the funny man with the camera at that point.
Yeah, it was definitely so weird. Who knows? I hope that we'll find out more about all that, and maybe he was somewhat under influence or something. It's hard to say. Good morning, brothers and sisters from the Brother John Comics. Thank you.
What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? Of course, we had Jeremy swing by. Say, what's up, people? Didn't watch Peacemaker. Do I need to leave? And we already addressed that.
No.
You good. You good, baby. You good.
Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Paulski.
Excuse me. Yeah, Jeremy says, so you're all good. I usually get this stuff spoiled anyways because I watch all stuff before I get a chance to catch up. That's fair, especially if you don't get to caught up before Sunday. Then Mark says, hey, gloves are off, baby. You had 2 days.
Yeah, people know not to quit that stream unless you want answers.
Madam, I've heard of this person before. Madam, she came in. She said, good morning, lovely chat.
Yeah. See, because I know the chat needed some sort of recognition.
Telling lies first thing in the morning.
Exactly.
That's nice of you.
Mark claims that he's directing lanterns.
Prove me wrong.
That's right. Let's see here. We got here.
You got Marvin in here.
I hope the chapter was a redo last season. Yeah. Let's see. Dude,
That was responding to Jeremy there. What's up, Collector
P? Good morning to you. Peacemaker was fun.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, Marvin. I won't be happy until I leave work. Well, that's fair. And I don't even start work for another hour. Thanks. No, just goofing off. I'm a good goofball.
Just goofing?
That's fair. Yeah, well, that's everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming by this morning. We appreciate it. And of course, there's the other folks that are watching that choose not to choose so silently. Well, maybe they're just lurking. Maybe they're just watching. Maybe they're doing something like driving their car or actually working. Proper job to you guys. Canadian survival. Excuse me.
Canada.
Hello. Oh my goodness gracious.
I feel for some reason he represents Canada, so I just call him Canada,
There's a lot of them.
Yep, but I feel like
I like Canadian survivalists, and I like the idea of him being representative of Canada. There's a lot of people out there I wouldn't say I hope you represent the whole place, but the survivalists, I hope he is reflective of the majority of that place.
Here's what I think about Canada. I think of them like the Tusken Raiders. You know how the Tusken Raiders march single file to hide their numbers. They all say that there's only 12 of them.
Yeah.
But if you actually count how many there are,
30.
There's more. They're trying to hide their numbers for some. What are you guys hiding up there, Canada? I know it's not just maple syrup. Anyways, yes. And of course, we got the Buenos
It's a bunch
Dias.
of even keeled people.
In case you didn't get it, Mark, George from the 757 Hustle Show said, Buenos Dias in the morning.
Georgie put out a wonderful. I saw today he's going to do a audio book with you guys for Legion. There's a short story audio he puts on his channel, and he's starring Mark, Rob, and DJ Lynx.
That's fantastic.
I had one on the 7th starring myself, and
I had no idea what you're talking about.
I don't have a clue either, but I
support on the 757 Hustle Show.
I know he.
Okay.
This is the first I'm hearing of my involvement in anything.
Yeah, I was shocked as well.
Usually, it's only my wife who tells me what I'm doing, not you.
We are Legion episode 10 audio story, horror audio story. Oh, she just messed play on the name. It premieres in.
You're in it.
I'm clearly not in it.
You're in it.
But I'd like to think.
But are you in it to win it?
No, it has my name. Mark from Legion Comics returns after hours to grab his forgotten cell phone, but the convention hall is. So are these like original stories that he's writing?
Yes.
Rob,
yes.
me and DJ are in a story that he wrote. We're characters in it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was a character in episode 7.
I want to throw this out there. Big shout out to George at the 757 Hustle Show for being creative and making original content, creative content. Some of us, like myself, just do commentary on comics and hang out. It kind of goes back to what Bueller said that he caught some heat for. Like there's a lot of trash content out there, and that's not limited. I'm not talking about just a comic community. I mean, like there's a lot. This platform's used for a lot of things, and I think that people got a little mad over nothing with Bueller on that. There's a lot of people that get on here and they're not attempting to make content. They're hanging out with their friends, and that's a different thing. But there's people like George that's actually producing, making content, doing stuff like that. A lot of effort goes into it. Big shout out. I commend those. Like what Eman's doing with his Transformers push and the time and editing and Carrie puts into that. What Rob is going through, actually studying the platform itself and trying to learn about it. There's stuff like that I definitely commend.
Yeah, George does a great job, and I was really excited about his audio show, his audios, for 1-1 for every day of October, which was amazing.
Now here we go. Let's throw a grenade in this, Stephanie. Hey George, is it AI written? If you are listening to
so this, mean.
You are the resistance. No, AI is man, we said a long time ago, it's not going nowhere, man. It's already so integrated into the most basic things. Co-written. There we go. That works. That works. Okay, that's better, man. I accept that. Well, at that point, it's a tool. It's not a crutch. You know what I mean? There's a difference between using AI as a cheat, as a crutch, and as a tool.
Meaning he puts the names in and then it writes it.
Well, that would be written by the way I use it oftentimes when I do this stuff is like I'll write out a bunch of stuff, but I don't have to worry about 100% the correct structure, or it can put out all the ideas and all the things I want to incorporate, and I want to do all this stuff, and I want it to go here, and I want to do this and all these different things, but then feed it to it and say, all right, now let's put this together and polish this up type of thing. And it goes, and basically it'll go through and rewrite it and fix the sentence structure and the grammar structure and all those types of things. And like right now I'm working on a project where I'm just going through and putting out a ton of bullet points, all the ideas, boom, boom, boom. And I got 2 pages worth of this stuff, right? Then I can incorporate that in there and it can then help me now to put that together. That's a lot. That would be co-writing, because I'm not just saying, okay, write me a horror story about these 3 guys. Yeah, that would be pretty minimal, and that's asking it to write itself. But yeah, he says he puts out all the plot lines. So yeah, he's doing like, I want this. He's giving it a whole bunch of structure, and then just allowing it to worry about put that shine on that shit.
The right syllable.
Yeah, which is admirable, because that's
plus my grammar sucks, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of stories to come up with. You know what I mean?
It's really the next step from Grammarly, right? It's just a better version of Grammarly.
And a lot of people that use AI, I mean, like the most simplest of users like myself, all you're using it for is a faster search engine. Like you'll ask it a question and it just scours just like Google does, looking for keywords and stuff. But
I use it like that.
It's way faster and it's way more encompassing. And I like the structure of the search engine aspect of it, because it'll give you a direct answer, where with Google it'll pull the stuff up when you're just doing a standard Google and you have to start looking through stuff to see what to click on to find your answer. It just gives you a pretty direct answer and all the sources it's pulling it from, where you can still click on them.
Perfect example. The other day I was on the phone with my youngest, and they were trying to find out how to pull. They're like, oh, I need to get an unofficial transcript for a job that they're applying to. I said, and they had sent me a screenshot from their computer and said, will this do? And I said, well, it might, but it's not an unofficial transcript. If you want that, you have to go somewhere to get it. Okay, so can you help me? Sure. So went into Gemini. I just simply said, if I was a student at blah 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 university and I wanted to download an unofficial transcript, what's the process? And it spat up 1, 2, 3 steps. We walked through step 1, step 2, step 3. There she had it. Boom, done. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, that's how it can be a true assistant. It's great stuff.
I don't know
I like to use AI to turn myself and things into Ninja Turtles. That is fair. That is very fair.
That actually tracks. That's some stuff that you'd expect Jeremy to say.
Wrote one about my band, and AI was like, "Are you sure?"
Wasn't your band kind of like, "Are you sure? Are you still in the band, George?"
Yeah.
Yeah. AI.
Yep. Lots of different things that you can do with it, for sure. Anyways, I mean, like Mark was listening. I keep feeding more and more. Sort of all these videos, especially the ones that YouTube keeps spitting out about their own product, about how you doing.
Hey,
All the stuff about that they're giving us insight into how their algorithm works or how these things work. I'm feeding all those transcripts into a single ongoing project chat. Or actually, it's a custom GPT that I have that I'm feeding all these things into. That then, so it's incorporating that along with typical SEO optimization information. So that way, it can help me to tailor what I'm doing specifically to how the current iteration, according to YouTube themselves, as opposed to what this so-called expert says. Oh, you should do this after every upload, and oh God, no, do the way what you're doing wrong, and forget those guys. Take the videos that YouTube themselves are telling you. This is how our platform works, and utilize them to be the engine that then helps you to just tweak your descriptions, that tweaks your titles, that gives you feedback on your thumbnails. And I can upload a thumbnail and it can tell me, oh, hey, this is not good, and here's what you should change.
You
Hey,
know, I don't know if you've noticed it in the actual we don't have as good a cleavage as others, but in the actual YouTube studio, you can go in there now and it has like the generative button and where you can just I don't do that. I just copy my previous ones and use them over and over.
Well, each one I use a custom, but what's funny is like even their own stuff that they have lags their current system. Like for example, if you do a short, when you're creating a short, they automatically want to insert hashtags into the title. They'll give you, oh, how you want a suggestion? According to their current system information, that does no good and might hurt having them in the description or in the title. But putting a few key ones in the description is helpful, but not in the title, they say. But their own system still does that because that's the whole way. So there's little things, but
hello,
anyways.
gamers.
Hey.
Hello. I don't think have we been on screen before? I don't think I've met you before.
I don't think so. Maybe,
No?
but if so, it's been a while.
Not together.
You have a lot of really great original art behind you, I see.
Yeah.
Is there someone in particular you like to collect?
No, I like them all. I've got a book full of stuff over there. That's the main stuff that I've got up. There's 2 covers of samurai books done by Metcalf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
And stuff.
You say Jarvis is a year away, and it really depends on what you want to utilize it. I know one of the guys that our business transformation guy work, he wears a ring, I forget what it's called, that takes biofeedback information from him constantly, that uploads and connects into he's got an AI that works with it, that he also feeds in. He's fed in years worth of his medical history, and he's fed in all this other stuff, and it basically tells him, he claims it'll tell him not only stuff about how he's gonna, what he needs to do to adjust his diet for the day or something, but it'll also tell him like what kind of, hey, you're likely to have a bad day today, or some, different mood things and predictive stuff based on stuff that we wouldn't know just because he's been wearing this ring for like 5 years or something like that. I mean, I guess he was an early adopter of this weird stuff. So, I mean, with the right data inputs, it's amazing what these AIs and machine learning can pick up and will be able to do. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now that especially now that we're putting Gemini. I've been getting notifications Gemini's being rolled out to all my smart hub speakers, and it's already been rolled out to my doorbell and cameras and stuff to make them better and do different stuff. As they just continue to learn, it's just going to continue to get better and better. No doubt.
Sometimes I wonder, if you've got something like that telling you you're going to have a bad day,
Right? Does it
You
not
know,
just
if that just doesn't, make you have a bad day.
or maybe you should turn around and go, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to have a bad day. I'm going to
Well,
make it
that's
a
true,
great
too.
day, you son of a bitch. What do you know? It's just like when the GPS tells you it's going to take an hour and a half to get somewhere. And you say, yeah, challenge accepted.
Yeah. Or whenever it's telling you to take a road that you do not want to go down.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Are you trying to say that I can't handle this road? Don't
Well,
tell me
because,
what I
like
can't do.
around here, there's like some side roads and stuff that, it'll tell you to go down just because it's like a 1/10 of a mile shorter. And you're like, no, that's,
Yeah. It'll shave 30 seconds off your time.
no,
Yeah, but
no,
I've
it
got to go
won't.
switch through a bunch of all these things, and it's only if I hit the lights right. And yeah, there are times I've been on it, and yeah, definitely. But next level hypochondriac, I don't know if it's I don't know. He's just this particular guy is a super big embracer of like he's our chief transformation officer. He's all about everything. His weekly meetings we all have to attend on different ways to use different AIs for different things. I'm like, oh, whatever. All right, let me log into your meeting and be there, and then I will. Fortunately, since nobody's on camera, because there's 100, 200 people in the meeting, I can just my name can be logged on the list of people who are logged there while I do real work.
I've saw those rings before advertised and stuff and thought they looked kind of neat, especially if you had a reason for them.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what they can do, I've haven't really looked into them much. I mean, I guess people it would be no different, a little bit different than only slightly different than what people were doing with wearing their Fitbits all the time and getting that information. Or, I mean, I do get telemetry information from my bed. Right. So I have a smart number bed and it has certain smart technology that connects. And so I get weekly reports on what my, I can see historically what my overnight breathing cycles, like what my heart rate is, how restless I am, depending upon what the temperature is, and, different types of information that you can get from that. That I suppose if you took all that kind of information and you had something that could give me this information and give me your Fitbit or your ring information and give me this, and you start to piece all these things together, that you could get something that's more robust that could start to tell you things. Oh, hey, make suggestions and actually could improve your quality of life, or maybe not. Maybe it would just tell me to drink more whiskey.
Probably wouldn't tell you that, but that might be the answer anyway.
It's my answer. Mark, back to you, sir.
I'm looking for Tron Ares posters right now. I'm excited. I'm going to see Tron Ares here shortly. All that AI talk reminded me.
That you have to go fight for the users?
Someone's got to do it.
I don't blame you.
All of you people over here talking about AI this, AI
We're just letting the programs
AI
in or slowly. That's right. But eventually the users need to fight back.
And I'm just over here just like Sarah Connor died for y'all and y'all just forget it.
I got the Tron Ares soundtrack in yesterday. I'm gonna have to give it a listen today.
You got the physical one, the vinyl.
Yeah,
dude, that thing looks sick. Do they glow in the dark like the way that they did?
I don't think so. I think it's just white. The one I got is white. They make a couple of different colors, but I got the limited white one.
Yeah, I've intentionally held off on listening to the soundtrack for it because I wanted to hear it all first in the theater.
Oh, Jesus, about half of it's been coming up on my Pandora playlist for the past 2-3 weeks.
Wait, people still use Pandora?
I do.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't.
I moved back to physical media
because I don't like having to build my own playlist. I like being able to set. Hey, here's the type of music I want to listen to. Now just play me some shit, and
That's what happens. I use YouTube since forever, since 2015 or whatever. I had Google Play Music because you had.
Oh, Google Play Music was awful though.
They would play the call drop.
Play Music was programmed by college DJs that would find the most you could say I like Metallica, and it would find the most esoteric B-side.
Yeah, but that's not the point. But that doesn't exist anymore though. It was bought out. Google owns all of it. They rebranded it YouTube music, and they took Google Play Movies and they just integrated it into YouTube. It's a tab where all your digital movies are and stuff. If you want to buy or rent a movie, you don't need Fandango at home or Vudu or any. You just search in YouTube and watch and buy it straight off YouTube. It'll be in your YouTube library.
Most of my videos are there.
But now today with the like over time, like the YouTube Music app is phenomenal, and I have unlimited everything music. I hear people have to pay subscriptions for Spotify and stuff, and I never understood why they wouldn't just get YouTube Premium, where all the podcast stuff is in there, all the music stuff is in there, the music videos is just if there's a video for it, there's just a button you push. But talk about like it, like I mean, I guess all of them would be better at this point with how far along we are. But if I turn on a song, I don't have to touch, like if I'm driving, I don't have to touch it again to skip another song because it's just playing related.
I don't know. That's what I've had my Pandora for a billion years, whatever. So
we know.
And when I paid like $2.99 a month for it to have no commercials, and that's it.
Sort of the way I am with my Sirius XM in the car.
Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. I listen to ESPN, Dr. Phil, and Journey all in one place.
So I put it in. Right now, it's playing one of my industrial rock station that I've got, and it's got a shit ton of like Nine Inch Nails has been in heavy rotation playing the freaking songs off the album. Obviously, there some payment to get their shit played or something, but
I'm actually going to go see them in February. I just bought tickets yesterday.
It's crazy to me to see that they're still doing touring and stuff. But then again, why not? The Rolling Stones were, so
yeah.
Willie Nelson is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just remember I watched Nine Inch Nails 30 years ago. She's like,
I feel like if I went now, I would need earplugs though. Like
I don't go to shows. That's my problem with going to any concert. I don't have been so many, but they're so loud, but they're never mixed, so you can properly hear everything. It's just about like driving bass lines and muddling the music so you don't hear the difference between the auto tune and stuff that they used or something, because it's just noise and crowds. I have a very high-end sound system. I'd much rather just sit in my chair and put it on and listen to it in a quiet room and just hear the details, everything, instead of just hearing mush shot at me.
Do you have a Bose?
Fuck Bose. All highs.
Whoa.
That shit's all highs, no lows. It's Bose. No, Bose is not high-end. Bose is a great marketing.
Stephanie, I didn't realize
the greatest marketing job in audio has been Sony and Bose. When I used to work in the radios in the sound stores and the audio stores and selling that stuff, anytime somebody came in, like you said, "Hey, do you got Sony and Bose?" You just go cash, check, or charge. I'm not even going to try to show you good shit. I'm just going to take your money and run, because you've got it. You don't know anything, so you just heard the brands, and that's what you want. Here, I'll clerk you and walk on.
Rob is such you're such an audio snob, Rob.
I am.
Audio snob.
I have my speakers that I have, madam, are monitor audios, tower speakers, bi-amped, all around, along with dual Velodyne 12-inch digital drive subwoofers, and running off of a Yamaha Pro audio video receiver, and all the acoustic research cables through everything, little speaker cables and shit, and changed out upgraded power plugs, running through a line conditioner, all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh man.
My house is wired for sound, but we've never actually.
Burke is right. This is a trash episode, but you know what? We're still here for you anyway.
We're not going anywhere, Steve.
That's
right. I can't say a whole lot. All my stuff is Sony.
Look,
that's sort of the way it is.
They're just roasting this man, and he has no idea.
Look, here's the thing. Sony is the fucking Toyota of audio. It doesn't mean it's necessarily bad.
Look at Rob backpedaling now. That's nice of you, Rob.
It's serviceable. It serves a function. It gets you from point A to point B, and it's good for the majority of people who don't want to spend a lot of money. But if you want
Damn,
different
you
level of
cheap bastard.
but if you want the next level of performance,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it from those products.
No, he just wants to know what he has to buy for you to not roast him anymore.
No, it's not that. I mean, I knew that whenever I bought it. It was just, I was, for one thing, the turntable, it had a lot of the features I wanted. And it was.
Turntable's a different story.
Here we go.
Now you're going to get roasted on your turntable.
No, turntables comes down to two things. One, is it a direct drive or a belt drive? You want direct drive. Two is the stylus. The rest of it is just a motor that spins a platter. So the brand doesn't matter, but the stylus is where it counts.
It spins a platter, so the brand doesn't matter. Buy Bose.
Yeah, whatever.
And then the head unit was, or the amp, I guess, was just in the price range I wanted and had the features I wanted. So that's what I got.
You know what? And if I didn't spend as much damn many years as I did in that business and that industry, I probably wouldn't care either.
No,
my problem was I was paid to give a shit and understand and nuance this crap to a point where I became jaded and an asshole.
I totally get it. I
confirm.
Look at, like my
self-awareness
son-in-law and stuff putting speakers in his car, and
it's step
I'm
one.
Like, no, those things are horrible.
Yeah,
but they're loud and cheap.
That's right. I got these Krakos at Kragen. What?
Yeah. Because for years I did competitive car audio stuff. So,
or you get can we get those realistics from fucking Radio Shack?
I remember being in high school and like the biggest thing being in the car being like the bass has to be as loud as it can be, and that was like the only thing you worried about.
I went with sound quality. I had Infinity Kappas for my mids and their ribbon tweeters for my highs and sound quality.
It was always hilarious when I'd spend, car audio when I thought step back and go, wait a second, my car I paid $500 for, but there's $5,000 worth of audio equipment inside that $500 car.
Yeah.
Something's wrong here.
If I wouldn't have bought some of my stuff used, if I just went by retail, I had a little over $10,000 worth of car.
Yeah, easily. Later, I remember I got super like into things like. For a while, like I was in the mini disc really big back in the day when Sony released that. So I mean, I had at one point I had a Kenwood mini disc changer. It held 6 mini discs in the trunk back there that then went to the head unit. Back then when we used to have the head units with the tearaway face stuff, because that's everyone was gonna steal my radio. I gotta take my face with me. That'll stop them. Yeah. And yeah, your Blue Thunder subwoofer back there with your amps and shit. And you're like, yeah, your car rattling like crap.
I had an Eclipse head unit, so it didn't have any of the removable stuff, but it had if it ever lost power, there was a certain CD that you assigned to it that you had to put back in for it to start working.
Interesting. Sledge, I will tell you that I do have the sound system that comes in my car today. Or those I paid for the upgraded sound system. But I do listen. I know where my frequency response gaps are, and I know where it's not. And I do, having done critical music listening for a long time, I can hear differences, but it depends on what I'm trying to do. There's times when I'm driving my car, I don't care. Or certain music even that I'm listening to, it's like, I don't care as much about that versus when I do, like when I come down, the only room I care about doing critical listening, that's where I'm going to come. I sit down in my living room and it's quiet and I can turn up the music and I got the full blown sound system. That's when I will sit there and I just will close my eyes and just do the critical listening and visualize the space, utilize the spatial reproduction to visualize the performance and all the other type of stuff, and here's the bassist over here and the guitarist over here, and the way.
I'm sorry, did you say keytarist? The keytarist over here?
Of course, nothing but a keytar.
Oh man, I love a good guitar.
Anyways, yeah. So there's different. There's times I want to do critical listening. And there's times I just want to hear background noise.
I'll be honest, the only music I listen to is on YouTube and off my phone.
That's fair. Yeah.
And I usually listen to like the same 5 songs over and over and over again because they make me feel good.
Well, if it makes you happy,
Yeah.
that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your choice in music is much like I say for comics. Listen to what you want. Fuck everyone else. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy, who cares? I can have my opinion about your sound system and your choice in music, and it doesn't matter. It's my opinion. And if you enjoy it, if you like polka music played on a Magnavox boombox from 1980, then you know what? Power to you. Enjoy it. Who cares? Don't let me change your joy. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Jesus, turn me off and move on.
Bitter and jaded.
No, I'm a realist. I'm a pragmatist. I'm an old man with an opinion, but you don't have to. You may have to listen to it only as long as you don't hit the next skip button or change channel. I mean, otherwise, you don't have to even listen to me. Then do what you want.
I prefer my polka live.
Or as Digital Underground taught us, do what you like. Because I hear guys and girls dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madam just went, what?
I have no idea.
You don't know what? You never heard the band Digital Underground?
80s. I think I have heard
80s rap music.
I mean, I have had a spattering of rap music.
Humpty Dance.
Of course, the Humpty Dance. Come on.
Yeah. Well, the Do What You Like was another song of theirs.
Oh, okay.
That was big,
but not as big as the Humpty Dance.
No,
nothing. Actually, it was probably almost as big. Do What You Like got a ton of radio play, whereas I think the Humpty Dance got a little less radio play in reality because of in some regions it was because it was a analogy for sex. I don't know how much of an analogy it was, but because they added dance to it.
The name of the album was Sex Packets. So
yeah,
I mean,
well,
remember that song, I'm Too Sexy for My...
Right, said Fred?
Yes, that one. I said Fred, okay. That was a great one, too.
That wasn't great, but it was popular. Got a lot of radio play. Those are two different things.
It wasn't great, but it was fun.
We should be clear. It's concise.
Not good music, but
popular and lots of radio play, yes. Good quality music. Mozart says no.
You speak for Mozart now. I see.
Oh, wrong one.
There's no Frank Sinatra. Let's just say that.
You still listen to Frank Sinatra?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I love to throw on the crooners, Frank Sinatra, James, damn it, the whole Rat Pack, Sammy Davis on the main sound system. I won't go listen to that. I'm not listening to that in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not listening to it. That is a let me sit down and do on the high end sound system and really just kind of dissect and really listen to the elements of the music, the layers and all the different stuff that's going on, and listen to them move around the stage and all the other stuff. I absolutely love it.
I remember my parents had a record player, and they had a Liberace record. And I remember thinking, like, wow, this guy really likes to dress up. Oh,
we learned why, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And then they got me my first record.
You're like, hey, he's pretty fly for a white guy.
My mom bought me for my first record, my first big record, Like a Virgin. And I'm like, what is this?
Oh.
I'm like, what is a virgin?
So you got Madonna was your first album. That's a good topic. Let's talk about that. Your first big person album.
Yeah,
right?
That was my big person.
Because I think there's stages. I think there was obviously you're listening to kids' music. Right. And then at least for me, then when I started listening to non-kids music, I think initially it was like listening to some of my parents' music.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there was
You're
like,
forced to listen to.
then there was the first music that was mine,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So what, madam? So if Madonna was that your first yours, or that was
I didn't
just
choose it.
you didn't choose it,
chose
right?
Alice in
Well,
Chains, Use Your Illusion 2, 1 and 2,
okay.
Metallica.
Yeah.
That was my jam. That
God,
was
you're young.
Guns N' Roses.
And what was did you have that transition where you were first listening to like your parents' music?
Yeah.
What were you
It was
listening to?
horrible. It was like, Teen Angel, can you hear me? Right? It was all the oldies.
Okay, but I mean, you know, bands that
No, not really.
that's what you want to admit to. Okay, so for example, like for me, I'll say I remember initially when I first started transitioning. This isn't a comic show about comics. No, it's a pop culture show. Burke, come on, you know that. Um, I started originally. It was like Beach Boys for some reason was like
Right.
my gateway.
Whoa.
Beach Boys was one, and maybe that was because I was also living in the Santa Cruz Mountains during that time, and
That
so
makes sense.
We went to Santa Cruz a lot, and there's beach and skate culture and stuff. So I was listening to some of that. But then the first album somebody gave me that kind of made me go down the path of finding my own music was Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the first album I got.
Okay.
It was given to me as a gift, and after that, then I started going exploring more of my own. And the first band that I really glommed onto was ZZ Top.
Okay.
I remember getting
I can see you inspired by their beards.
When I got that Afterburn album and just started cranking. I mean, I would crank that shit up and just get excited, and then it just spilled into more rock, more 80s rock. Just became the thing. Yeah, it was good shit. How about you, Dimmers?
So, with same thing with my parents and their music, which was a lot of like Beatles and Ventures, stuff like that. My first like tapes and stuff, I don't really remember the first ones because my brother was 8 years older than me, and I would borrow a lot of his stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I got a lot of some Van Halen and stuff like that. The first thing I kind of latched onto that I really liked was AC/DC.
Nice.
Of his. Yeah. And then once I started getting a little bit older and started buying my own music, I don't remember some of the first tapes I bought, but I remember the first CDs I bought. First two CDs I bought was Green Day Dookie and Jimi Hendrix Greatest Hits.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix Greatest
Hits. It's funny you say it's the first ones I bought.
And I bought some tapes before that, but
yeah,
I remember some of the first I bought was Nirvana, Nevermind, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Mm-hmm. I think an LL Cool J album.
Yeah, see, for me, it was like I was listening. I picked at the same time I also started picking up. It was a buddy of mine turned me on to Run DMC very early on, and it was picking up the Fat Boys and then Kool Moe Dee and LL Cool J, and listening to the LL Cool J Kool Moe Dee rap battles back and forth, picking up gotta get the next album to hear the next exchange between them and stuff was crazy. And then we'd go down to the swap meet and get all the black market or the bootlegs, and you get the cassettes that just had like no fold out and smeared printing on them, and I could get the DOC and King Son and MC Twist and Slick Rick, and I get all these things. I was really into rap music in the late 80s until like around 91, 92, late 91, early 92. That's when rap died to me for some reason. It just wasn't good. It became hip hop or something. I think rap transitioned into hip hop around then, and I didn't care for it.
Smashing Pumpkins was a big one for me that I really loved too. I went to go see them for my first concert, actually.
See, that's all stuff by then. I was an adult by then. Damn it. No.
I remember it being so hot, and I was wearing jeans, and we just decided in the parking lot I was just going to make shorts. So just scissors and cut them off.
We did the what was it? Oh, because I was going to. The first concert I went to on my own I didn't get going until much later. It was a Lollapalooza show. I'd gone to a bunch of shows, other stuff before then, but they were never like I got to choose them. Like it was like going with my parents. Let's
Right.
go. Oh, look at that! The Kingston Trio is coming to town. Oh, John
Yeah.
Denver's coming.
It's
Oh,
Christopherson.
yeah.
I got to see Chris.
The
I actually did see Chris Christopherson.
nice. Yeah, Lollapalooza was like was an early one. That was the first one I remember going to. And then after that, it just like the floodgates just opened up because then once I was working in radio, and that was like, what I was doing was working part time with the promotions team, but most of the time I was working as a remote broadcast engineer. So anytime we were doing a broadcast from a concert venue or outside or at the bar out across the street from the concert venue, whatever, I was there with all the equipment stuff, and you'd end up getting to go to all these shows and meeting all these artists and whatnot, and doing some really weird stuff. So you got some great bands, like I got to see great bands like Metallica and AC/DC and Iron Maiden and all these things. But at the same time, then at the same time, I also got to listen to and meet Silverchair and Dishwalla and some other ones that were like, oh, well, let's not be too proud about those. But the 90s were a time.
Jimi Hendrix was what turned me on, and I also went to a Grateful Dead concert once. But the Jimi Hendrix thing, it reminds me I was waitressing back in the day, and over the loudspeaker of our restaurant, they had Jimi Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner. You know how I played it? And I went over to my table of two old people that were eating, and they looked at me with like anger in their eyes, and they're like, "What?"
Turn this shit off.
Yes, they're like, "This is disgraceful." I was like, "Okay."
Nice.
So I had to go change the music for them.
That's my son has been a classic, an 80s, 90s, and sometimes a little bit of 70s metalhead himself. He's an AC/DC, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, all that stuff. But he throws in every once in a while throws in some Sabaton.
Sabbath? Black Sabbath?
No, not Sabbath. Sabaton. That's why it's like they're like some kind of like there's Sabaton. I think it's Sabaton. It's like European history metal or something like they're based out of Europe, and they like do a lot of they do metal, but it's like Sabaton is great. Yeah, Sledge is but I guess they do like their themes are like tales from retelling history. Or at least some of them or something. It's very interesting.
Cool. Like,
both my wife and he are super into it. Hey, Rich. Whereas me, I'm full on old man. I listen to only stuff for the most part from my period of time growing up. So I listen to a lot of classic rock, and I listen to a lot of classic industrial and stuff that I used to listen to. So the only good thing is that is some of that stuff is coming back. So like I was driving in the car the other day, I had my youngest and their girlfriend were in the car with me, and we were driving someplace, and my Pandora was on playing my stuff, and there's like all listening. They're into industrial music now, and they're listening to, oh my God, this is great. Oh, they're going off on the music. And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm hip. Not really. These bands are 25. These songs are all 25 plus years old. You're just listening to oldies now. That's the sad part.
I got my son somewhat hooked on 90s alternative.
Orchestra rock. Nice. Okay.
My absolute favorite singer of all time has got to be Chris Cornell of all time. I don't think many people can hold a candle to what he did.
I will say one of the most fun things I do love to listen to, which is good, is I don't know if you've ever heard Apocalyptica.
That sounds really familiar.
So it's a band that they're a cello band, essentially. It's four guys on cellos.
Okay, you lost me.
But they play all kinds of modern music, a lot of metal.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So like one of their first albums I remember listening to years and years ago was all Metallica songs. All done on these cellos, and it was amazing because I could play it I could have it as a demo disc when I was working at Circuit City, just to date myself there. People could come in, I could put it on, and like older people would listen to it and they'd go like, oh, they just hear the cellos going, and they're like, oh, okay, this is an interesting tempo, but okay, dig it. Whereas you play it for a metalhead or something, they'd hear it and they go, oh my god, this is what? Wow, but they do now. They do all kinds of metal stuff. They put on a really amazing show. My wife's gone multiple times, and but it's a fun band again to sit down on the main system and do some critical listening on, because it's acoustic music and stuff being done, but they're doing this. But they're doing these metal stations. Let's see. Check out Stephen Pillar's Wisdom of the Septon. The Story of Lawrence of Arabia is a damn episode. Yeah, my wife loves these things. Yeah. Yeah, watch out. I used to be a music guy. It's a crazy thing. I went
to one Lollapalooza, and I went because this was the only show I thought of myself that I wanted to go to. And I'm like, I'm going to this show. And it was because Soundgarden was playing, but they were Audio Slave at the time. And also Jane's Addiction was playing, and Incubus, and Perfect Circle. Okay. Yeah, that was a fun concert to see.
I've converted my son to listen to some 90s music, and his favorite band is Incubus now. So
is who?
Incubus.
Incubus.
Okay. Yeah, no, I always love telling stories like, the stuff that you heard. Like, I remember, one Lollapalooza, it was like Arrested Development was there, and people were moshing to people every day. You're like, what? You guys have moshed to anything. It's ridiculous. The entire lawn at frickin' Shoreline Amphitheater going around in a giant mosh pit to frickin' people every day. I'm like, well, you're crazy. But then you see other things like, I mean, I saw this, Rammstein, but they were Rammstein.
Okay.
Du Hast me. You don't know that. It's fine if you don't know them, but they're kind of a big deal nowadays in the United States.
Okay.
But they were opening for KMFDM back in the day, and so they were at this little club, and Rammstein was out handing out free CDs outside the venue, and it's like crazy when you they're like huge band now.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you're like, oh yeah, I met them, I saw them and met them all when they were just like giving out CD, please listen to us. And what really sold me on, I started paying attention to them, was they came out on stage that night. Their first song, their instruments are all up on the stage is black, lights come on, they come, or actually the lights didn't even come on, they just come walking out. They're on fire. I mean, flame, their suits are on fire. They're wearing, they come out, they then pick up their instruments, and their instruments catch fire. And they start playing. They play the first fucking song on fire. And I was like,
you put them out afterwards. I mean, Jesus. Weren't you worried?
I don't know if Jesus did or not. I don't know. At the end of the day,
did rain come down on stage afterwards or something?
All I know is I was dumbfounded watching these guys play. So I don't know who the fuck you guys are, but you got my attention.
Yeah.
Could you even listen to the music? Weren't you still worried about them, dying?
No, this wasn't a nightclub in New England.
Oh.
One of the first.
That's
bands.
a Great White reference for anyone who's paying attention.
Yeah, I know that's a bad.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback reference.
A bad situation.
One of the first concerts I went to on my own. It was it was a small one, like 200 people packed in a, essentially a warehouse type of a deal. And the main headliners were the Nixons. And then I forgot who the middle band was, but the opening band was Seven Dust.
I don't know any of those.
So that was back in 97, before they had ever done anything, and, didn't even have an album out yet. Oh, this is great. I need to find their album and stuff. And then they don't have one yet.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. All right. So I guess we should switch from music. We've done music for a while. Yeah. Mark, what do you think next topic should be? That's interesting. I'm not sure if we're ready for that. Yeah, well. There you go. If you read anything good, any
Mark
comics
just
that
left
are
because he was so upset.
Oh,
We're talking.
I
We're
know
not
something
talking
on
about
me.
Peacemaker.
no. Mark has got things going on.
Okay.
He's his youngest or his oldest was coming back from school and was
Oh, nice.
showing up to the house and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's really weird to me that their Mark's oldest is coming home for a break from college, whereas it seems like I just sent mine to college literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago
Yeah.
because of the difference in quarter systems versus semester systems and everything else.
My son just came home on Wednesday for his fall break. So
and
he goes back on Monday. So it's just like an extra.
Yeah, it's like
2 days they got off.
It's like a 2 days, because they'll get like 3 days for Thanksgiving, and so they give them another 2 days here, so we get those 5. Because in the other half semester you'll get spring break, which will be 5 days straight, type thing. But I remember my son was like that too when he was on the semester system. But I don't know what Chemic. I will have to take a look and see if they get for their other days other than the Thanksgiving, but they're on a quarter system. So they just, like I said, they just started school at the end of September.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's very different, but anyways,
Yeah.
so what you got there?
I picked up some comics that, actually it was off of Whatnot, but there was not a normal comic book seller. They were just filling up a priority mailbox is what they were doing.
Okay.
And it was, with trades and with comics. I saw some of the stuff going in there, and a lot of them were going pretty cheap. But I picked up copies of this.
The Mouse Guard. All right.
Okay.
First prints go those. I didn't know what print they were, so I went ahead and picked them up. First prints go for $100 to $200.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Those are second. One of them was second print. One of them was third print. So they're still like $20, $30.
Or if you were reselling it, you go, oh, they're rarer.
Yeah. This.
That's a
which
crazy
actually comes
cover.
with a CD.
ICP.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they go for about $20 or so. 2 of these.
All right.
Issue 24, which is apparently a pretty rare issue, and they go for about 40 to 50.
Why does something great happen in that issue, and that's why?
No, they're just limited print.
Oh, okay.
And so for people completing the run, I got Spawn.
Ooh.
Never heard of them.
10 or
That's
15.
Flashy.
Yeah. Image Zero. That's another 10 to 15.
Sledge says he just got a bunch of those Mouse Guard books.
Look at those.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. That I like.
Yeah, I don't think I did too bad. Plus, stacks of comics.
Yeah, I approve.
That's a modest stat compared to most people in this community.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the stuff I'm keeping over there, and this is the stuff
Okay.
I need to go through and make sure that it doesn't just go in my 50-cent bin. And then those are trades.
Okay.
Some of the trades I think are going to be worth a little bit. I found in the last time I bought from them, there was a bunch of trades that were, $20 to $30 a trade. So
Nice.
I sort of pick some of that out, and then if the books are $5 or below, I just put them in the 50-cent bin and try to move them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bulk to move.
Yep.
And it's just like, trying to get somebody to take it. Please take it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm doing a show in November and just going to do 50 cents or 2 for $1, just to hopefully somebody comes by and offers me
that's one hell of a deal. 2 for $1 or 50 cents a piece.
Just ask for donations.
I'll say 2 for $1. I meant 3 for $1.
Okay, I was just so if they're 50 cents each, aren't they all 2 for $1?
Hopefully somebody comes by and just offers me $50 for a short box or something.
There you go.
Like
you
that.
should do that.
Yeah.
50 cents a piece, 3 for $1, or $25 for the box. Whatever. It's like, just take it and run. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Birch is in the house. The odd piece is that 50-cent box is probably heavily populated with Justin Birch letterers books. No,
I did find one that I got that was colored by J Hood.
No idea what that is.
He does. He's not in the community as much as he used to be anymore, but
Okay.
he's been busy and stuff.
Oh my goodness. The what did I just went. I was at. Well, I have to edit it, but Monday's video went to a comic and toy store show. I keep wanting to say store, but it was a show.
Right, you
And-
saw Eman there, right?
Eman, that's right. I made a cameo in his video. That's right. I didn't even know it was one of these events. It was like somehow I was out of touch. I didn't know it was happening, and it was just down the street from me. And apparently, this is the first I'm hearing about it. Apparently, they do this every 3 months. So this has been going on for years now that I've been in collecting comics hardcore and doing YouTube and stuff. And this thing happens like just down the 15 minutes away from me, and I've not been going this whole time. And I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm like hooked in. I'm locked in. I got this thing. I know what's going on.
Right.
Although my understanding is December's show is Saturday only, which means I won't be able to go to it. But well, maybe I will, simply because it is close. It's not like Berkeley. But anyways, it was a great show. I mean, yeah, there was definitely a lot of toys because it was predominantly, it was a 45,000 square foot facility, and it was predominantly toys.
Okay, what was the most dominant toy there? Was it like Transformers, or was it, you know what I mean? Was there a particular toy that stood out?
Bots. Whether it be Transformers, third-party Transformers, Voltrons, or
GoBots.
No, I didn't see any of those, but I did see a lot of 70s,
electric robots.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff like that. And to me, that's the funny thing is I looked at a lot of the other one was Star Wars. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff there, right? And of course the Star Wars stuff I'm interested in just because of nostalgia, but I refuse to touch any of it or buy any of it because I know there's so much repop stuff that and I'm not educated in it. Obviously I can tell if the card says the Phantom Menace or it says Mandalorian. Okay, I got it. It's not an original Star Wars perspective. But even the stuff that says like Return of Jedi or Empire Strikes Back on the card, though, there's a lot of those that are repopped and stuff. And if you you have to look at certain things, and I don't get it. So I kind of just look at them and go, okay, great, move on. But I've always thought to myself, if I was to collect something else, I wanted to collect like those blocky wind-up robots we had in the late 60s, early 70s, a lot of these things there, and there were a bunch of them there. But some of the original stuff is super expensive, and I'm like, I don't really have space for it. Be good. Stayed away from all that stuff, which is great. The only toy I probably would have caved in on if I saw one and I didn't look hard, but is if I'd seen an Evel Knievel stunt cycle, I might have pulled the trigger just because that is always another toy from my childhood. Yeah. Star Wars toys are dangerous. You have to know what you're looking for. Yeah. You can get got absolutely that.
Videos of people on social media doing just Evel Knievel stunt videos.
Yep.
And you get to watching them, and then, dude, when one of them lands one of those trick shots, it's just you find yourself cheering. You're like,
yeah, you didn't die.
I'd probably even be fine with getting a repop one of those as opposed to an original one, but because it would just be for my own edification and
you'd want to play with it at least once or twice. Once or
twice to show my kid, yeah, this is what toys were like in my day.
You don't want to crash out their original one at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a lot of that stuff there, and there was there was one guy there. I mean, he had who was a big G.I. Joe guy. He had the flag in box, and he had some of the Cobra base and the some of these most massive play set things. He had them in box there and stuff. And
dude, Rob, I really encourage you, not this year, but whenever, just put it on your list of potential things, you got to make it out to Joe Fest one year. I know it happens right around the time as Hero Cons, and some years it's overlapping weekends. But I don't, man, it is your jaw will be on the floor the whole time just with the stuff that makes it.
I know the stuff, but because I watched the cartoon, right, as a kid, as a young, but I didn't play with toys.
I don't necessarily mean just for to see the Joe stuff, but just your childhood in general will be there.
Fair.
Complete and in out of box. Like it's impressive. It really is.
For whatever reason, we weren't allowed to have G.I. Joe in my house.
Because your parents hated you. It's okay. We love you.
I think
me not to watch Peacemaker. So
my mom, I think my parents were afraid. It was like, oh, it was too violent. It was toys. It was like war stuff. It's like, but I could play Star Wars, so it never made any sense to me. What the difference was, because both sides were two people shooting lasers at each other that never hit each other. But
terrible shots.
Exactly. But it is what it is, and so it was fine. So the only time I ever put G.I. Joes was when I went to a friend's house and that's what they would have is G.I. Joes, and it would be like, okay, we'll play with your Joes. Yeah.
My brother had all the Star Wars figures. He was 6 years older than I was, and he would let me play with him, but I was only allowed to play with the girl. So
as it should be, Stephanie. Get over it. Am I the only one who's seen Tron? I don't know. I'm going in about an hour. Me and my oldest is in town from her first little break from her college years. She's on her fall break, and so I planned on seeing it with her. So we're going at 10:30 this morning to see it.
Nice.
Very cool. Justin, I don't believe, as you were saying, like, it sounds like a horrible childhood. I don't think these were all sealed in a box. I think it was, he had the items and he had the boxes, but they weren't, they weren't necessarily original sealed in boxes. There was, in fact, I know that a couple toys I saw where there was things that was just box only, but some of them were in box and some of them were labeled complete. And all I know about the flag was it was labeled sold.
I mean, the thing with like the flag and stuff like that, you got to have so much room to set that up.
Yeah, it was definitely a rich kid's toy. Even as an adult, it's a rich adult's collectible because otherwise all you're doing is just storing it. Like, I mean, even to store it, unless you have a garage where you like, period. Like it's
even if you leave it in the box, it's still
it's a commitment.
Yeah, 100%. But then again, we see that with some folks with their statues. They build whole rooms to them and everything. It's crazy.
I mean, I do have, Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain over there to the side of
the originals.
Yep.
I've seen where they're reproducing, they're just literally just reproducing like the old giant play sets for the He-Man stuff. And same thing as the flag. Some of those boxes are just like 3 foot by 3 foot, 2 feet deep. I'm like, good God, like, what do you do with, like, you open it, you give it to your kid, he opens it Christmas morning, you set it up, and then you have to like find a way to ground him or something so you can take it away from him just to get it out of the house.
The box,
the whole thing.
Oh, like
I got a 3-story Thomas the Train Engine set, right? And it's like not 3 human stories. It's like, it might be 4. Yeah. It's like it's up layers. like my mid chest because like the train goes around and down the hill and all this stuff. And when we moved, I'm like, all right, I'm going to put it in the workshop and just let the kid forget about it. I'm not confident enough to throw it away yet, but if it's not in front of him, he'll just think about and play with his other toys. And he goes out there with me off into the comic room and all this and that. And he sees, he's like, hey, can we get that? I'm like, no, man, no, the house is too dirty. You got all your toys already out. Where are you going to put it? Blah, blah, blah. The little bastard got smart and went and cleaned up the house because he knew we were going out to the workshop. He like ran in and cleaned up. And he comes running out there. Hey, can we get the Thomas the Train Engine set out? I'm like, no, man. Sir, he's like, no, it's not. I just cleaned up. I'm like, dang. So now there's a giant Thomas the Train Engine set that's been like, it's next to our TV now because it can't fit in his room, and they play with it, but it's because it's right in front of their eyes. I should have threw
at least
Well,
the
what you
Thomas.
see is what you usually pay attention to, and you,
It was at least with the Thomas set, those the tracks came apart and get boxed up easily enough. We used to have we do have totes of tracks and train stuff that they're, because my son has a captain's bed. We pulled out the drawers and put the totes behind it and then closed up. So they're stored. And like every once in a while when we've had the barbecue over the years, we'd have a bunch of little kids. We'd pull them out and bring them out to the living room and let as the kids would come, they'd all sit here in big group play and set up tracks and do stuff with that. But it's not like some of those play sets of yore where they were just massive and took up space and they didn't just break down and get put away in storage. They were true commitments, and that flag was a commitment.
My son was huge into Thomas, and luckily we, able to break it all down and got it stored away in the crawl space over here.
Yeah. The other one that my grandmother, or not my grandmother, my stepmom got for my kid, because my kid was super into trains, my oldest. He had the Thomas over here, but next door at grandma's house, she got super into getting him the Fisher Price train sets, which were like plastic, but it snapped together. And then they had all these controllers. So it was like, you built the train. Then it was like a regular train, like old Lionel train sets, except that there are these plastic where you could run multiple trains on different tracks and try to make see if they wouldn't collide and do all the. I'm like, oh my God. And she would just give up her entire, an entire room of her house just dedicated to this.
And that kind of stuff like that, the Thomas, like, it's not stuff that as like a halfway responsible adult, you even think for 1 second, oh, I just throw it away when they're done. Like, it's not throwawayable stuff. So you find yourself just having to think of like, where can I put it until I can take just a little bit of time and effort to figure out what to do with it, because this isn't stuff you throw away.
No,
yeah, but they might want that to give their children in the future. I'm serious. Like, if you keep their special toys, just a couple of their special ones, they love that will survive. Like,
well, not
I
just
was happy I had
not worthless stuff. Like, at the bare minimum, it needs to be donated somewhere. At the bare minimum,
put it out at a garage sale.
I mean, most of those trains we paid, between $10 to $20 per train, and he's got like 100 of them.
Sledge, actually at this toy store, I remember I saw there was, I saw one of the old Adventure People play sets, and then the other one I saw, which was really crazy, was and I remember having it, was the old Sesame Street one, which was crazy. I was like, oh my God, I remember that. Those toy shows are fun just because you'll have so many things that you've forgotten about. You'll see and you'll remember. The key is just keeping your cash in your wallet, moving on. But the nice thing about the show was there were more comic book vendors there than there were like when I go to San Francisco Fan Expo, or definitely more than there were at San Jose GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon, there was like 4 vendors. There was at least 7, maybe 8 comic book only vendors. And then there were, of course, many other vendors who had boxes of comics while they were there too. Now, a lot of those ones where they had toys and they had boxes of comics, it was just boxes of bulk 90s schlock that if you really wanted to take the time to dig, you might find a book worth $5 in their dollar bin or something.
Hell yeah.
But I'm not that guy who wants to spend that time digging through that.
Cheeseburger, Rob. What are you talking about? You don't work for food?
Not that kind of. I don't want that too much effort to go through those books that find something that I really don't care about.
Yeah, what decade do you think it'll be before the 90s books pop just solely based on age?
2080.
I don't know. Like, in all seriousness, like in the last year, there was not necessarily a price resurgence, but there's been a little bit of a resurgence and a newfound appreciation and love for the 90s stuff. I attribute a lot of it to a lot of the collectors that entered the hobby thanks to the MCU introducing them to comics. They come in and then they get a little curious and stuff, and like you see 90s stuff kind of moving again, but not pushing the value because the sheer number. But
that's the thing. You get through enough. You have to go. It's gonna be 80 something with everybody preserving their books. You need the way that they are. Put them in plastic and backer boards and stuff.
And comics becoming mainstream, no one throws them away anymore either.
There's
So they're
so
not
many.
going.
Yeah,
they're not leaving the circulation.
It's got to be 80, 90 years at least before they become something where you can go, oh, okay, these common books are worth $20.
I bet the early 2000s pop before the 90s do because of volume.
Volume, yeah, sure. I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule with
Of
certain
course.
books and stuff.
Exceptions
right?
make the rule.
But at the end of the day, it's like, it's a lot of, and a lot of those books just aren't good. There's just, I mean, you call it 90s schlock for a reason. Go look at a lot of the Marvel stuff that came out in that early mid 90s. It's like, oh God.
There's a lot of stuff I think, halfway recently it's been gaining in popularity, even if there is tons of it, just because of people going back now that they've got money and looking at, like, oh, I had this whenever I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I look longingly at My Pretty Ponies and the packages, and I'm like, oh, there's Minty Pie. Oh, I can't buy her. But I remember.
Well, I need to run. I need to get to work.
My Pretty Ponies, yeah.
Oh, work is overrated, but I should log in.
Yeah, I'm just turning over here to log in and do some stuff.
Since I'm on the work computer, I'm gonna slide this window over and open up my email. Validate. I don't have a meeting. Later. And double check my calendar. Make sure I have no meetings scheduled. Open another browser. I'm good. Just like that. I'm on the clock. Take it easy.
Hi.
Today today's a very quiet day.
Rob, it's just you and me again.
And that's how it is sometimes. And oh my goodness, work.
A message to Caroline saying I miss you, and where are you?
I had sent her the link, yeah.
Caroline.
But sometimes she has to work.
Yeah.
How dare you? New Universe was that's your point, yeah. It's funny. It's like I'll go through. I'll see a box. And it's like the worst thing. You're at a comic book show, and there's boxes of books, and they're like labeled, 50 cents each or whatever. And you look at them at first glance, I'll see none of them are in bags and boards. And it's just like bulk books in these boxes. And then as you start to flip through them, you see real quick, like a ton of like 95, 97 X-Men and other stuff. And it's just like super weird, crazy, edgy drawings of characters and stuff, and you're like, yeah, no, not for me. I'm moving on.
Yeah, I'm always jealous. This is kind of off, but it's kind of on the subject. When you were setting up trains and stuff, I was so jealous of everybody whose family ever collected like little Christmas houses and got to set them up at Christmas time with the snow and everything.
Little lights in them and stuff.
The villages, yeah.
I was so jelly of that.
So do you do it now?
No, I don't.
The owner of the kennel is she's 95, and her oldest son, he's in his 70s now, and he's collected villages his whole life.
Wow.
There's an entire room of their house that the villages stay up year round, all hooked up and everything. He's got hundreds of them.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it should be, something up all the time that you can enjoy. Make your own little city.
Yeah.
All right. It's looking like I'm going to have to bounce here to.
Where you going?
Can't go around.
Well, we got a lot of people at NYCC this weekend. New York Comic Con.
No, it's work stuff here. Sometimes they pay me to do stuff, and sometimes I actually have to do it.
Only if you're a sucker.
Rob, you can't leave me here with Mark. And
what is Finn watching?
Well, Mark's only going to be on for another few minutes anyways before he's got to head out to his movie.
Tron. You gonna go see it, Rob? There's no
To
way.
be
you
honest,
see it.
I have zero desire to go see it in the theater. Yeah.
Man, that's sad. Not
You know
not
what?
a you personal thing. There's a lot of people that are just kind of impartial to it. They're like, yeah, if it's on, I'll watch it, but they don't.
I'm not even
there's
sure
no
I'll do that. To be
hype for it.
honest, it's the last one just didn't do anything for me.
Oh my gosh, I love Legacy.
I know you do,
Ooh.
but for whatever reason, I mean, I can't even hardly remember anything about it practically. But I mean, I just didn't do anything for me, and I'm like, oh, I have no. To me, Tron is the original, and that's all there is.
Shoot no. Shoot no.
Well, I made a cowboy. Can I show you my cowboy before we go?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not in the stream.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm here for another hour.
Well, it's going to take me a minute. He's heavy. So.
Well, take your candelabra down the staircase, past all spider webs.
She just yanks it up out of nowhere. Stoink.
Do. Where's the floating ghost?
I can't have you watching me bring it up here though, because
We'll watch the ghost follow you down the stairs.
Exactly.
Oh, see, now you made her big, and
Is she gonna come down?
Yeah, she went to go get something. She wants to show everybody.
indubitably. How you doing?
Rob's talking to you, monkey.
Good.
Good. Is Dad comfortable, chair? Don't know. Yes. Yeah.
I'm confusing her bouncing around on other tabs right now. I'll send him Bleak the link. Oh, I sent him the wrong link. How about that?
Oh, yeah. That's right, Bleak. You come on in. Just tag me out so I can go do my work.
Let me try sending the correct link.
Problem with being a responsible adult. Look at that.
Oh, wrong thing. Oh, I did send him the right link.
This is a cowboy. And you'll notice, Rob, he has a stash that rivals yours.
Is that short fellow or long fellow?
This is not Longfellow. This is actually my boyfriend's stepfather who sat for me.
Your boyfriend's old.
Who wears a cowboy hat all the time, so he had this divot in his hair, which I really liked.
Yeah.
And he had this huge stash, which of course I have to do.
Hey, why the long face?
I know, right?
Ask him what MC squared means. That's all I want to know.
E equals MC squared.
That's what he's been taking as Einstein, Wild Bill Hickok.
That's a statue she made. That's
Mark
cool,
Twain.
right? She takes a bunch of clay and she makes a big ball of clay, and then she starts sculpting it and shaping it and scraping it to make it look like a person. She made one of you, and then the police came and broke into her house, took it, and put it in the zoo.
Yeah. Put it in the museum.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Good job. Unfortunately, I need to bounce. I need to go do work. Work has got several things pending my immediate urgent action, apparently. So here, we'll take it off that for you.
Bleak, welcome to the Friday stream. Did I catch earlier that you have a concussion?
Yeah, I got smashed in the head with a hammer at work.
How does that happen?
A hammer?
Yeah. It was on the top of a really tall truck, and I was not on the top of the really tall truck. And it fell down and smashed me in the top. Smashed me in the top of the head.
Police report, did you put the attacker as Gravity?
Yes, attacker, Gravity. That's a mean bugger.
Yeah,
so the moral of the story is
on Gravity.
Never store your hammers above your head.
That is a fact, Jack. That is a fact, Jack.
You got Kip in the chat. What's up, brother?
That's good. All right. I'm out. And as our friend, the immortal Justin Birch would say, smoke.
I see you're up. Was it something I said? Jeez.
He was getting ready to make like a baby and head out.
Yeah.
Well, Bleak, does this mean that you're on a temporary vacation?
Yeah, just for today, just for the weekend, which is quite lovely.
You could really milk a concussion for a while.
I can't imagine it being anything too serious.
Okay.
What, a head injury? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. There's not much left in there anyway.
Well, I bet that was scary. that point of impact, like, oh gosh, not knowing the extent of the damage.
Oh yeah, it was bleeding pretty good.
Yeah, the little head cuts bleed profusely.
They bleed
Yes.
so much.
Yes, they do. Scarily.
It was all right. It's okay. Everything.
A lot less worse than they look.
I get a day off. Everything worked out.
What are you gonna do with your day off, Beaker?
I'm gonna hang out with Legion right now, and then I'm probably gonna put up a music video at some point in time today.
Yay! You're gonna be singing.
I will be singing.
Awesome.
That's about it. I'm gonna watch the last episode of Peacemaker today.
Nice.
I heard you shouldn't do that.
No, you definitely should do it.
You know what? I've been seeing a
some
lot of
feedback.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people go, "Oh, I'm disappointed." Blah, blah. Stop it.
Now you're going to be disappointed, Blake. I'll tell you now, and that hopefully that'll help when you go to watch it. If it'll get your it'll get your expectations somewhere else. But like I've gone through comment sections, and a lot of the more vocal disappointed people are formulating the same trash opinion on the finale. Like, where's all the cameos?
Who cares about cameos? It's a show.
Well, you got to keep in mind a lot of the modern DCU fans followed Gunn over here from the MCU, so they have terrible opinions, and they probably should leave the internet forever. But as a DC stooge myself, as a diehard Peacemaker fan of the DCU stuff, I was let down. But I was let down because I thought that there were some poor creative choices taken. There's some phenomenal acting in it. There's definitely a massive amount of plot movement in it. But there's a couple of blaring things that I think that really drug it down as a finale. I think the season is exceptional. And and you can never judge like a movie or a season finale on what comes next, because we don't know what comes next, and something next ultimately might not come. Like Alien Earth is a prime example. Like that show was terrible, and a few people said, well, it depends on what they do next. I said, no, it doesn't, because if this is all we ever get, this stands alone as trash, you know?
Yeah, it's an awful experiment.
This isn't trash. This was just, you'll see when you see it, because I'm
my question to you, Legion, are we getting a season? I feel like we're not going to get a season 3. I'm pretty sure this is the end of Peacemaker as far as
we're not getting a season 3, but what we are getting confirmed continuation. So we're getting into spoiler territory if I take it beyond that. Their stories will continue.
Okay.
That's just where we got to leave it at.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. I've enjoyed the show. I think it's probably far too high a budget for them to actually realistically keep it going with all.
It's not a high budget show, man.
I think the actors make it a high budget show.
Can you name me more than one actor that makes it a high budget show in there?
Yeah, but didn't James Gunn run out of money filming the second season of Peacemaker?
Nope.
All right.
They had I saw that thing pop up. I think that comes from the Michael Rooker coming in to fill in a part spot with the Red Saint Wild character, because they had an issue with the actor. But whoever they had, I'm sure, was cheaper than Michael Rooker probably was, unless Rooker did a favor for Gunn. But Cena is not an expensive actor comparatively to other people. He's not
as well known, I guess. You're right.
James Gunn. Remember the guy with the white hair who made the Superman movie? Him. That's his name, James Gunn. She watched.
Don't forget it.
No, she remembered.
He's sort of important, Mr. Gunn.
It's in the back of the
important in Mark's household.
Can you grab it?
No, because I'm not cleaning up. Yeah, there are.
Can I get them out?
It's all the way in the road.
Can you come with me?
No, I'm not getting up. You see me? I got my feet up. Monkey's all wrapped up like a burrito. Don't you dare pull my feet down, boy.
I do.
Don't you dare.
Yes, I do.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some dare going on.
Yes.
You don't have to fuss, Monkey. Finn, I'm serious now.
Some good fathering going on here. We're watching. Good for you, Mark.
They had to save money by reusing sets from Superman. Yeah. I'm so used to, well, our parents' company, BlackRock, murdered a bunch of people in South America and the funds dried up for our entertainment division. So the show you were watching was canceled. Yeah, that's wildly accurate. There's too much truth in that statement that it's acceptable.
I'm like, I can't deny that at all. That sounds
That's what
fair.
I'm saying. There's too much truth in that statement. We have to do better as a society.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just a fact, man. That's just a fact, bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of people,
statement.
there's a lot of statements that were made. James does all of the hyping for his stuff on his own, whether it's Superman or Peacemaker or the last 3 episodes of this season. The finale is going to blow your mind. All of these things.
3 dots.
Where down here, that's the microphone dot. So if I turn the
Now we can't hear Legion. What the heck, man?
it lets you know that the microphone's on and who's talking. But he self-hypes up his stuff. So I think that he is going to have to bear some of the responsibility for the overall takeaway of this finale, because he put people's expectations where they are. And it's not misplaced expectations when the person who made it told you where to put your expectations. That's just you
told you where to put your
assuming he's not a liar at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it for myself to see what happens. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm not. I also didn't hate the end of Game of Thrones, so
no, I didn't either. This is not.
I didn't mind it either, Bleeker. It's fun.
Yeah, this is not the end of Game of Thrones, though. This isn't like I can't believe. You'll see. It's literally from a. Man, it's an epilogue. To the show.
I trust your judgment. You're pretty with it individual.
Yeah, I will tell you the whole episode is an epilogue to season 2, which is fine. But that's not what anybody clicked on the episode thinking at the time.
That's fair. That's fair.
So this is T-Dub said this was a non-ending to Peacemaker. It was a throwaway, nothing episode with a weird tonal shift. That's accurate. That's what I'm saying. It's just an epilogue. Now, in a normal finale, structure-wise, you would have you'd be entering the finale having just come from like a penultimate cliffhanger. You would have a massive plot point that you have to resolve. You would get the biggest action set piece of the season. You would have the biggest moment.
Okay, before you go any further,
no, I'm not talking about Peacemaker. I'm talking about just a general.
Oh, okay. Because I'm suspecting that this is you're accurate. I'm suspecting that I haven't watched it yet, people. So don't kill me for being wrong. I'm suspecting that he has to fight his brother, because that's the way the last one ended. That his brother was going to come kill him, right?
Well, just write that note down and put it in your pocket. But you get like the biggest action scene of the thing, because you've saved your budget for this final finale. You get some big reveals, mic drop moments. The biggest emotional beat of your season is going to happen here. And this is a very character-driven show. Like, we're diving deep into the psyche of Christopher Smith. We've unpacked Harcourt a lot. So you're expecting these things that have been pulling through the season. All of these things will happen. And then the final 10 minutes of your episode is your wrap up as well as your springboard. So we're gonna move fast. We're gonna see all the characters a lot of times in a little montage thing where you get little smiley moments with some characters, and oh man, that's unfortunate with some characters. And in a show like this, laughing at a character scene where the last place we're gonna look at them before we go on a big break, and then you get like your breadcrumb at the very end to make you excited for the next season.
Of course.
This whole episode is that final 10-minute format, just spread out into an hour. That's what I mean. Like, it's weird from a structural point.
I would hope, and I would, if you're any kind of writer, that you would have the fight with the brother. He would almost kill him, but not kill him because he killed Flag, and now he doesn't want to kill people. Yada yada yada. There's a big moment there where he has to, confront his past and be his future. All of that shit. I'm hoping that happens.
J-Med's been saying that he's been writing too much, and I can, but none of like episode 1 through 7 didn't miss.
No, they were great. They were really
Yeah,
good.
nothing missed with them.
You can't have in an 8-episode series. You can't have throwaway episodes, and you certainly can't have a throwaway episode at the fucking very end. That's terrible.
They like the title of the episode, and they could have done this, and it would have been perfectly fine. The title of the episode should have been called Epilogue. Literally just did an epilogue, and then like everyone, you shouldn't have hyped it up. You shouldn't have said what you said about it springboarding into the, like this episode puts us where when I made the original pitch to DC Studios of what I'd like to see for DCU. That pitch is what comes after this episode, and all like, why are you saying all these things? None of them are true. Like at this point, I just want to unfollow you on social media. I love James Gunn. Creatively for what he does, he's phenomenal. Like I absolutely enjoy what he puts
He knows
out.
his way around a movie set, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I like his style. You know, I think he balances the stuff that he does really well. I enjoy it. It's fun. But at this point, and I've been saying it since before Peacemaker started, which I am a what is it called? I'm a shill.
Sure.
But I'm an
DC shill. You've been a DC shill for a while. I get that.
Yeah, since I was in the womb. But I'm an honest shill. I'm gonna call balls and strikes. And I'm still gonna cheerlead for it, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna call balls and strikes. And
well, at least you're honest even with your own likes.
Yeah. Well, I regularly remind people whenever I'm kind of reviewing or talking on something, there's two ways that people approach and review things. And unfortunately, most people don't realize that. They go watch something and they think if they had fun, that means that it's critically or quality good product. That's not true. You can like your bias is in play. You know, there's two ways to rate things. What is it on a 1 to 10? What do you think on your entertainment, your personal entertainment scale versus a critical scale? And I always go back to Sharknado as the perfect example. Sharknado is not a good movie. It's not well acted. It's not well written. It's not well produced. It's not well directed by any metric that you can measure those on. But is it good? Well, if you're just judging based off, did you have fun watching it? Yeah, for a lot of people, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they were going to make something goofy and off the wall, and we're just going to lean into it being bad and we're self-aware, you know?
I actually think movies have lost that quality. I think that there's been a real lack of
Roger Corman died and we lost it.
Just going to a fun movie is really almost out of the question now. There has to be and I hate to say it, there has to be an agenda or a message or this or that or the other nowadays. It's not just you can't just go enjoy a movie these days. It's really like, I still do, don't get me wrong, but that's because I'm stupid and I look past the messages.
AR said, I want a World War II movie in this world according to that mural. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm afraid that we're going to get lanterns and we might address Alan Scott, the Golden Age Green Lantern. And I think he's going to be dead. I think they're going to knock off Alan Scott right at the beginning of the DCU.
Do you think they're bringing in John Stewart? Or
no, 100. Yeah, he's confirmed. John Stewart and Hal Jordan are confirmed. John Stewart's our primary
lantern.
Primary lantern. Yeah, Hal's a little bit older and John has just joined the Corps kind of thing. So I'm really excited for that. Aaron Pierre is playing John Stewart, and I've never seen a more perfect casting job. There's this movie on Netflix called Rebel Ridge. It's almost like a modern retwisting on the basic Rambo narrative,
Sure.
Ex-military guy rolls into town's a shit show, and he has to end up fighting back for justice kind of thing. But he's phenomenal. I watched that movie, and we a lot of us in the little Legion corner of the comic community were calling for him. Like, this guy's got to be John Stewart. He was even a Marine in Rebel Ridge. So he's John Stewart, just without the ring, And like months later, he gets put on the short list to be John Stewart. We couldn't believe it. And then he was the final guy. And it's just
great. It's nice when a fan casting works out.
Yeah. DC casting hasn't missed thus far. I agree. I absolutely agree.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the guy they picked for Superman, but I don't hate it.
There's a growing on you process for a character that iconic.
Yeah. You know what? It's not. I really liked Henry Cavill's look of Superman. I think that's really it.
Yeah.
I just love the way he looked as Superman.
He should be sculpted in stone as a monument.
Don't get me wrong, he didn't get a chance to play Clark Kent, so we never got to see his real acting chops there. But he was a good Superman. That's all.
AR, I actually don't even enjoy Sharknado, unfortunately. I wish I did because they're so
Good morning, lady fantastic.
Marvel Shill reporting for duty.
Well, I am a massive Roger Corman fan, and I have to use Sharknado as the example because too many people are film illiterate, and that's fine. But Roger Corman is the gold standard for this isn't good, but I can't stop watching it, and I can't wait for the next one. Roger,
wait till I tell you how many people are just illiterate.
Hollywood rebel.
I blame my parents. They made me watch all these like old movies when I was a kid with all these great actors. So I love movies, man. I've grown up watching.
A lot of people haven't seen
watching TV. Yeah, I grew up watching TV.
As more time goes, less and less people know about these kind of like off-brand movies and like original rip-offs of stuff. Because Sci-Fi Channel went through a whole era where all they did was make a movie of whatever was coming to theater and just slightly change the title.
Wow,
we got a brand new movie called Transmorphers coming instead of Transformers. It's about these alien robots that transform into cars. You'll never believe it. It's completely different.
Never heard of that before. It's really cool.
That's a real thing. Look it up.
What a concept.
That movie Battle LA or Battle Los Angeles with Aaron Eckhart, which was phenomenal.
That's a great movie, bro. That's phenomenal. A great movie.
Sci-Fi Channel did Battle for LA instead of just Battle LA. They put 4 in the middle. It's completely different. Aliens invade and you follow military troop in Los Angeles.
Well, there's always one A movie and one B movie when they come out too, like Armageddon and the other
Deep
one that
Impact.
Yeah.
You had The Prestige and The
Illusionist.
Both of those are fantastic, and those are really like 2 A movies. Sci-Fi Channel is just straight out putting out Fs. Like we're going to skip all the middle letters.
Nice.
They John Carter came out on the big screen, and John Carter of Mars. No, I think they just tried to call it Princess Mars. Came out on Sci-Fi Channel with Manu Bennett, the actor who plays Crixus. Like I actually bought that one and watched it. It was terribly low budget.
I hated John Carter of Mars, man, and I think it's because of the advertising that they did. I think if I went in there and didn't see the advertising, I would have been much happier with John Carter of Mars. They were the advertising I saw said better than Star Wars, older than Lord of the Rings, and I was like, immediately I was like, go fuck yourself.
No, if that movie came out today and said better than Star Wars, and you went and watched it, you would have been like, oh yeah, it sure is.
Hey, fuck off.
Yeah, no lie detected. But back then, you can't say that because all you had was the OG and the prequels. Yeah, I really enjoyed John Carter.
I think it's the bouncing. If that's your superpower, I feel like it's not,
Hey, there's a lot of superpowers that's their power. I just talked to Becker. Yeah.
That's true. I know.
He's a big fan of bouncing being the superpower.
He does love a good bouncer. That's true. That's true.
Caroline, how are you today?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm glad that it's Friday.
Yes,
listening to your exposition about film. And I agree. When I was in the 9th grade, my drama teacher, Mr. Smith, he was a great guy, but he taught me that, like, all right, watching movies isn't just for giggles. It's not just an experience to bring you joy or, sorrow. You need to think critically about it as a piece. And like, are you really convinced of these things? Did the set look good? Did the production look good? Was the delivery good? Was the plot solid? As a film, you may not have liked it, but was it well done? And it's like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
There are many well done films that I can't say it's my favorite film, but when I watch it, it's hard to critique it on a technical level. Or
it's
something.
Objectively good. Yeah. Like every piece of, because a film is like a coming together of numerous points of art.
Yes.
And there's some of them that they come together and you cannot negatively say anything about any of those pieces. I mean, a good example of that is Schindler's List is objectively a good piece of art in every aspect of it. It's nobody's favorite movie, and it's not one that you're capable of watching on repeat.
I was thinking about American Beauty. It's a very uncomfortable.
Oh my God. Yeah.
movie, but it's
objectively
beautifully
good.
made.
There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis. Objective.
Never
Yeah.
seen the end of that, but I think I should.
I'm finished. Oh, it's got one hell of an ending.
Fargo is a great movie.
Fargo's a good one. I was watching Hotel Rwanda last night, and because I thought I'd seen that a long time ago, but
Don Cheadle, right?
So yes,
yeah, that's Cheadle's in that.
So
I've never
good.
seen it.
I don't know.
Hotel
You guys are
Rwanda's
crazy.
amazing.
I wish I could just be dumb and just go enjoy every movie, but I can't. So I don't want
I
this.
can't either.
I don't
That's
want
the point.
this.
That's the point we're making. Yeah,
It's just awful. They
Yeah,
don't
I
make
mean,
enough stuff for people like me anyway. I don't really, honestly, there's not enough stuff that comes out.
Have you tried looking up the snuff film section at your local Blockbuster?
Actually, I just started watching Alice in Borderland. It's pretty intense, man. So yeah.
I can't watch that shit.
Try to define entertainment. It's not that easy. So at the end of the day, if you were entertained by the movie, was good.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Again, that's another one, objectively good. And ironically, you saying that, it really does tie in with some stuff about J-Med here, he works in Hollywood. He's a film professor.
Yeah.
Oh.
My history teacher hates that movie, by the way, or my history friend. He was a university professor. Fucking hated Gladiator. He's every time. And I watched it with him, and he's like, "That's wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is stupid." I was like, "Oh my god."
There were liberties taken, historical liberties taken.
Yeah. Can I make one comment about that movie that I learned?
You can make two. You can make two, but no more.
Thank you. Okay. The guy who was in charge of all the gladiators, right? The guy who earned his sword.
Yeah.
The old guy with the
free dude. Yeah.
He was challenged to a drinking contest at the end of the movie, and he drank so much he died.
God damn.
And he had to, they had to like AI him a little bit or whatever.
Oh yeah, in real life. Yeah,
in real life. Like
from a drinking competition.
His last picture of him drinking.
Yeah, worst part is, Bleak, after he died, his competitor sat there and kept drinking, ultimately winning. So he didn't even win. I'm just kidding.
God damn, that's cold. That guy was an old dude too. He wasn't even a real actor. Like they asked him.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't even want to be in the movie. Oh my god.
He was just a homeless guy on the set, apparently.
No, he wasn't.
He's like an old guy that used to be part of the industry, but he didn't want to actually be in the movie, and they got him in the movie, and he's like, wow, they fucking killed him with a drinking competition. That's fucking bullshit.
Now they don't have to pay him. Hey, if any
Oliver Reed.
Have any of y'all checked out the show Monsters, the Ed Gein story on Netflix? You know, they do these little specials. They did the Dahmer one. I think they did one other one, but now we've got the Ed Gein one.
Watch the Ed Gein one. Honestly, I don't think it even touched on how weird Ed Gein was in real life, but that's just me. I think they just made him seem like a soft kind of weirdo.
Have you watched it? Because they have him molesting. They have him molesting his mom in episode 2 with the Hitchcock stuff. They break
her dead body, right?
No, when she was alive from the stroke, like washing her and stuff. Like, what part of the weirdness do you think that they haven't touched on? Is what I'm wondering. Because it's super weird, is what I'm saying.
Did they include the part where he like dances around in the park in a woman's suit?
Did he do that in the park?
He did that for real.
Do they have like the skull?
I just know this because I'm from Wisconsin. So
yeah, they got the skin chair with the nipple. They got the lamp. They are going absolutely in depth, and like, because growing up, like I was a huge fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I was pretty young. I'm talking teenage years, but when I found out that like Psycho, Hannibal Lecter, Leatherface, all these movies that are based on real events are based off of Ed Gein, like different aspects of Gein.
At least partially, yeah.
Well, some of them, yeah.
Well, yeah, they take Ed Gein and then they create their own thing off of an idea from it. But I got interested about Ed Gein and started buying those Life magazines that come out once a year, like American Gangsters or American Killers and stuff. And I was fascinated to learn all that stuff for the first time. And this show goes way more in depth than anything that I've ever seen before. So I'm at the point where I don't even know what's kind of dramatization or what's actually based off of stuff that we knew about him.
That was my next question. I wonder how much of it's been dramatized versus what was actually
insanely dramatized.
Insanely
dramatized.
And so what they do is and also a lot of times it's an amalgamation of all of these different serial killers. Like the guy, Buffalo Bill, they got different things from different people and like put it together.
Well, and it's not even just Buffalo Bill. It's the idea of Hannibal Lecter, this serial killer who ate people that they come to for help solving a case. That's a thing that they did with Ed Gein. Like
they did that with the other one.
They've done it with a lot of people.
The lawyer guy. That's how they caught the Green River Killer.
Yeah, a lot, but that's what I'm saying about a lot of these horror movie things. They just take a little crumb of this and they're like, all right, let's make our own thing and include that. That way we can say based on real events.
Right.
Yeah.
Taylor Winder's right. Wisconsin is the land of cheese and serial killers. I know, I'm from there, and that's why I'm not there.
Y'all need to check the cheese and check the cheese. Hashtag check the cheese.
It's just too much winter, no sun, and too much beer.
Yeah, and besides, if you really were down with the serial killers, you would know it's not cheese, it's the corn, man.
Oh, it's in the corn.
It's the corn because the corn. Look at Bleak Mysterious.
That Monsanto corn, bro.
They should have stopped eating the cob so much sooner.
I don't know. I really love corn and a cob.
Cliff, good morning to you, good sir.
Good morning to you too.
Hey,
how are you?
How are you, Cliff?
I'm great. I'm going to have Sector 2815 Paul with me this evening for Comics and Cocktails.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to be a great time.
Will you be having?
I don't know.
Yes.
A power battery.
A what?
A power battery. The Green Lantern power battery. It's going to be a power battery.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be very green.
Okay. I'm scared for you. Is it absinthe?
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money, so it's going to be interesting.
Absolutely, isn't that expensive?
Yeah, it might just be
terrible tasting.
It might just
awful tasting. You need sugar.
Listen, it's gonna be gin tonic and food coloring, and bam, there we have it.
That's awesome. So
the best way to cheat.
Cliff, you feeling better than yesterday? You gave a great message yesterday.
I did, and that was inspired by you. Thank you.
Oh.
I still feel like hot garbage, but it's okay.
If I just responded to your comment on IG because I'm not doing spoilers on here, but about Peacemaker because everything in the DCU is like inspired by it, a mashup of other comic stuff. So it's that's what I thought. As we were opening doors in there, I was expecting to see a certain location, and then what we got at the end of the episode, I'm wondering if they're going to kind of merge a few of these things together for the DCU version of stuff because it would kind of connect to this and that. But that comment might be I don't want to say it out loud because it's massive spoilers.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's never stopped you before.
It's the only truly interesting breadcrumb, from that episode.
For me, number one is the sign on the building.
Oh, well, that's nice, but okay, that's cool, but also not a big deal. What
it makes me think is, do you remember the projects that were already announced for the DCU, like what other television shows were announced? I think one of those television shows is getting renamed to that, and hopefully that means scheduling wise that on the side of the building is a lot sooner than like a 2-year wait for another season.
Hopefully, I also wonder how it's going to tie into Superman because we had so many Lex Luthor goons integrated into this show.
Yeah, but if they put an importance on Lex Luthor goons, like they need to go on
I
like
a
variety week or something.
Lex Luthor goons. I think the work that was done by the goons is going to be the tying.
Yeah, James got online and he said that that this character who's kind of working with this character now was something that they wanted for the DCU moving forward, and the location that was introduced at the end of the show is what they wanted, that concept present in the DCU. So he just completely oversold everything because he's already commented on it. Now he's like, he's not backpedaling, but the things that he's saying are what he wanted in place for the moving forward, are what every viewer in the world would consider not like that. That's not a big deal. That's just whatever stuff. It's hard to talk about this without spoilers.
Well, anyhow, that's it. Let's remember that 90% of the comics we've ever read is really just been that other stuff.
That other stuff, yeah. I overall, I still love the season. Love the season. I'm just super ready to check in with the next chapter of what's happening with these characters, kind of thing.
I mean, DC's on a comeback. They're doing well. They've been putting out some good shit, man.
Comics.
Yeah.
Oh! Now that Cliff's here, because this will be a only chance. Talk about that DC KO, Cliff. You said it was all right.
It is all right. It's a fight book. I'm just like, it's not like it set a new bar for anything. Ooh, the villain is disguised as one of you.
Wait a minute. I didn't know they were supposed to be setting a new bar. Were they supposed to be?
For me, they are, Mark, because as you remember, they're in the negatives with me on shitholery. So yeah, for me, it should be setting a bar. Yes, especially at the price they want me to pay for these lavish books and their blind bags. Yes, set a damn bar.
You ain't got to buy none of that stuff. Buy the acetate.
No, you're right. I don't, but when I do, I want. Like now, I know I don't have to. I don't have to focus.
If you buy a lavish cover, you're just cover buying it. That ain't your reader copy. If you buy more than one comic, you're just cover buying. That's on you. You're just collecting.
Fun. I like to gamble.
Yeah, you're just collecting art at that point. And that's fun. That's fine. You don't. What's inside the pages don't matter for those books. But in terms of like buying your reader copy, I think they delivered a really good issue 1 for an event book. Like it
was good, yes.
They set the stage properly with that flash forward to the them playing the board games made by M. Malone Industries, which I thought was hilarious, by the way. Made by Bruce. His board game company is named after Matches Malone.
It's Malone, yep.
But setting the precedent for Superman and the way that he sees gaming.
What's up? Why would you let him in here? Keep him at the convention.
You crashed the stream, is he? I don't even think anything.
My Bluetooth's not connected. Let me see if I can get my Bluetooth connected.
Are you at New York Comic Con?
Yes,
he is. New York Comic Con.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. Give me a lip. Yeah, look, there's a crowd too.
Is Jared Leto the one that's in freaking Tron?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
God, he annoys the shit out of me.
Oh, me too. Ever since he's scared of the tail.
Look at that! Isn't that John Romita Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's him. JR.
Marvel doesn't have taste.
Yes.
Look at that, Marvel booth.
Hey, Izzy, can you hear us yet? Izzy.
Yo.
I was checking if you could hear us yet. Hey, can you go by the Comic Mint booth and grab me that Superman Action Comics silver foil, please?
No, because that's a line I don't want to go on.
What does that even mean? It's just a vendor. Just go buy a comic.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy comic books.
Now go pick up that book for me, man.
Are you going to be
I got to go that way though.
In all seriousness.
Give me a second. I'll be back so I can get my Bluetooth connected. I'll be back, guys.
We might still be here.
You just gonna call your ass back. You don't want to get you that fucking book. Don't care about your ass.
Yeah, if he just happens to meander by that booth, we'll
do it.
I'm gonna need him to pick it up for me. I haven't asked nobody. I don't try to bother people while they're at cons and shows and stuff. But if he meanders by the booth and there's not a massive line or anything like that, that would be
I think you should like put your friendship on the line and say, like, if you don't get me this object, of paper, I'm gonna throw everything. I don't like you anymore.
Lady F, I want to remind you, you have no business putting anyone's friendship on the line because you're still the white tea. You're still the white tea witch.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So, just reminding you. You know,
that white tea everywhere. And
I
bring
was
people
like,
together.
I'm like,
So
I'm
much
like,
better.
I bind you, Caroline. I bind you from doing evil.
So much better.
Welcome back. Hey, Izzy, what I was saying is if you meander by the Comic Mint booth and there's not a long line, just pop over and grab me that Action Comics 1, please.
All right, I'm gonna go there now.
Just grab one for me too.
So many. Mark has the best.
I'm gonna need
collection.
one. Just get him
Mark
one
has
and be
the
nice.
best collection of Action Ones I've ever seen that do not include the first print of
It's
Action One.
a complete collection except for the one that's at NYCC right now. That's why I want it.
All right,
I
so we
have,
got
I have all
apparently
the Action 1 reprints.
it looks like Trinity Comics has something going on here. Look at that.
Yeah, but we don't care about them.
Who?
Well, that's the point.
Exactly. I don't know them.
Hopefully the crowd.
Very intent on.
Okay, so here's the comic. I'm at the Comic Mint line right now. This is it.
We're that close already, didn't we?
Yeah, so that's the Comic Mint line.
All right,
it's usually
make friends with someone in the front and jump in.
I already do make friends with everybody here. It's just they still do that.
How was that though? They don't have a line. Where's
So
the
which
line?
was this one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
The A?
Yeah.
I personally like this one.
I mean that's great.
It's a Carla Cohen, isn't it?
But yeah, I
That's-
just need that
No, that's not Andy
Sanders.
Sanders.
Okay.
that silver foil reprint.
Okay.
Are they just not open yet? Is that what's happening
Yeah.
right now?
No, they're not open yet. They open at exactly 10 when the show opens.
Oh, okay.
So that's their thing.
That's why
So
the
they-
line's like that, because no one.
That's why there's a line, exactly. So that's the
Nice.
comment, man. We just give them some time and
Why,
stuff like
that's
that.
crazy. They open the con early, but then the booths don't open with the con.
So this is they
Easy
open
has
for VIPs.
5,000 badges. That's why he's
Yeah, but what's the point for opening for VIP if they can't sell?
Well, it's
not
about
VIP. He's
They
it's
can
about
sell.
10 minutes. About 10 minutes. What's up, guys? Hey, how you doing? Oh, check this one out. You got the Elvis.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, which is a Friday.
Yeah, but do they have
Oh.
the Action Comic 1?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, say what's up to the Legion.
What's up, Legion?
What's up, Will?
What's up, Will?
We're having a camera off right
Oh
now.
wait, we also got get it. The blind bag. This is a Pop Kill blind bag.
Oh,
Check
cool.
out
Cool.
Doom.
It
Batman.
looks like a blind
the
bag
Doom's
as much as
sick.
it looks like a bubble mailer.
How much is
Looks
that
like a
blind
bubble.
bag?
What's the blind bag going for?
How much is it?
The 40.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, pick that up for me, and I'll just Venmo you the money. And
All my friends are like, buy this for me, buy this for me, buy this for me.
I think you should.
I
Is it
know
just-
you want me to buy it.
Is it just ignore everyone else and just focus on that Action Comic 1?
We're like
I gotta wait till their line is open. You want
Yeah,
Aaron Judge? Anybody like
Oh,
Aaron
the
Judge?
Beastie Boys. The Beastie
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah. They got the Beastie Boys. You got that one. You also got the Gold version.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know you need an Eminem. Don't you need an
No. Pass.
No.
Yes.
Eminem?
Yeah, I even like
Did he
him in
come
that
up with
one.
the
How
word
about
that
how about
rhymes with
some Will
orange yet?
Jacks? The Will Jacks? You want some Will Jacks?
That's
That
such a
Transformers is nice.
declarative
Look at it.
statement.
Look at that one.
No,
Storm Shadow looks good here.
don't
Oh,
know.
you know who this is?
Triple no.
John Jane.
Gang. He has, believe it or not, he has the only Star Wars exclusive in the con. There's only one.
It's at BTC, isn't it?
It's at BTC and it's at another one, Comedy Inspiration. So they did a
What character
collaboration.
is it? Is it Revan or somebody?
I
forgot
don't
who
know.
it is.
For you guys that are Star Wars people, you know what it is.
Yeah, I don't even have a clue.
I think I'm about to head out somewhere else to from another familiar foss.
There's the old Capnom crew.
There's the Cat Now crew. There's Martin Savala. Martin. Yeah. Go.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
We raised about $150,000.
I was
Corn muffin.
C3
Corn
business.
muffin man.
Able to do that, man, and I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that
Listen to
donate
him
their
working
time,
that
donate their
C3
talents,
contract.
donate their art. We got 2 cameras right here, so I don't know what's what.
It's Legion Lair.
Oh, Legions Lair, what's going on? So I'm just like, I feel like I'm on the news.
Mark is he's commending you for doing your due diligence.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I can't hear anything because both of these fine gentlemen have
We got
yeah, I'm just here, man.
Quit interrupting her
I'm
flow,
dropped
Izzy.
today, so I'm celebrating. I'm in New York style.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look at that. He got the chin. Yo, it's cold today, bro.
Yo, it's freezing, man.
It is cold.
I'm
We got No Miles right there.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Cliff, are you really gonna get a C3 tattoo?
If we hit 60,000, if we hit 60,000,
All right.
Where is it?
We got
Tramp
some other
stamp.
stuff here.
Tramp
Look,
stamp?
check it out. Sold out.
He's getting
Sold
it
out.
by his hip, in your hip.
Yeah, but do they have the Action Comics 1 silver foil?
Still looking for the Mark's looking for the Action Comics silver foil. It's in Comic Mint.
Oh,
But it's in the line.
Oh yeah.
Is anyone doing a shared exclusive with them?
A what?
Tell him to hit me up.
Mark? You talking about Mark?
Yeah, just
Or just tell Mark?
Mark. Just Mark. Hit me
Just
up.
Mark. Mark, hit up DJ.
All right. Enough said.
What's up? All right. What we got going on, Mark? Let's see what you got here.
Custom signature, baby.
Custom signatures. Look at that. Oh, that one's hot, yo. Look at that sig. I would say something like, Creighton Cullen got nothing on you there, it's right over there. So that's a different story.
Every time I look over, because I'm tired, right? I look over and he's still going. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta keep going.
Mark, say what's up to
looking at him and I'm like, if he stops, I'll stop. But he hadn't stopped, so I was like, I know. So I'm just like, yo, I gotta keep up. Keep up.
Oh, you got the Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, we got a Freddy Krueger.
He's doing the Freddy Krueger right now.
We're doing a multi-color sig.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yep. Get those markers wasted, right?
Clayton Crane just messaged. He sent a cease
What you
and
got going on
desist.
today, man?
So my boy Mark's like, Clayton Crane just sent a cease and desist.
Yeah, really. Okay?
We love you, man.
Don't use red, white,
I
and blue.
see. Yeah, but there's no wife stealing here.
Have you seen any cosplayers, Izzy?
Of course, it's New York.
I don't see anybody.
That's because they're still outside taking photos.
They're all cosplaying as rude asshole Yankees.
Someone's dressed up as Absolute Wonder Woman at New York Comic Con.
There's at least 3 Absolute Wonder Womans, I bet. All right, I'm walking back because you got like 3 minutes before they actually let you in.
Okay.
Didn't DJ just tell you not to worry about it?
No, didn't tell me anything. He said he was gonna hit you up. That's all.
Yeah. Like it. You're good. You ain't gotta
I'm good.
worry about it. Yeah.
All right, I'm good. So I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just keep walking, and you guys see the floor a little bit more, stuff like that. So it's Spectrum. Spectrum got some good stuff. I'm gonna get you guys to BTC. You guys can see those guys too. What's up, Spectrum? There you go. Oh, look at that Blue Beetle. Nice. I like that.
It is. It's for Philly, buddy.
Oh, look at that one. I like that.
Which one?
Oh,
Batman.
No, this is Homelander.
I have that Batman Forever foil. It's always up here on my display shelf with my Batman.
I have that one. Anybody want Alf?
I never liked Alf.
What do you not like about Alf, man?
Oh, you're terrible, Stephanie. You're the worst.
I know.
How can you not like Alf?
He was just annoying. I don't understand.
He's just a chauvinistic cat lover. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, teeth cats.
We're in BTC now. Check it out.
Ooh, I like that cover.
This one I love. I picked this one up earlier this week. But this Venom, look at that. Venom, no.
Cool.
Ooh, I didn't see this one yet. Last one. The Surfer. Spidey. That's a nice Spidey.
That is a nice Spidey.
That is a nice Spidey, right? There you go. That's a little better. The Venom's good too. I like the Venom. I feel like I've seen this Venom before. Miko did this one. There's the other ones. This is the only one. This is the one I was talking about. The only Star Wars drop of the con, as of right now. So you got this one, and then you got the new secret drop. So these are the Friday drops. that just came. This is just for today. It just got dropped today.
Oh wow, they're also creative and imaginative. I can't believe they just dropped today. It's not recycled artwork at all.
And there's Nelson. What's up, Nelson?
All right, Nelson.
It's Mark from Legion of Comics and Legion Lair.
They're live.
They're live.
Good morning, guys.
And you know this face? Everybody like cherry pop? There's a lot of cherry.
Cherry, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the pin
Like
apocalypse
different
right there.
variants though, or the old school ones?
Yeah.
What
I
those?
got
No,
chicken
I
pop
think these are
tart number 1 and 2.
those are all. No, there's some. There's the Adam Hughes one, which is very interesting.
Lady Fantastic has two.
Say what's up to the guys.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
That's right. We got to. What's the white Spider-Man? The Patrick Gleason white Spider-Man. No, the Patrick Gleason. Keep going. Yeah, that's the one. What's that going for? Let's see. We're gonna try to do a price. Mark, where are you now? I need you to do some bargaining.
One on price one.
Okay, what's it going for? It's on price, so that means it's free?
No, unfortunately not. That means it's 10 times whatever.
Never heard that before. I'm sure.
What was that? Find out the price for me.
Yeah.
All right? Because I am very interested. Very. Anybody want some blind bags? Got some DK? These are the new books.
And you know the score by now. Circle back in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be back. You know me. All right. Got the Will Jack table right there. Some more stuff happening here. Let's see. I think they're starting to sell. The Comic Mint has started to sell. See, they have a really cool mechanism. There's your cosplay. Hey, what's up? All right. Oh, my bad. See, okay. So the real question is, how many people am I going to say hi to before the stream is up?
7.
You count? Did you count already the ones I've already said hi to? See, look at the. This is the comment. This is the comment line. Just keeps going and going. Nothing to stop the comment line. And then now we got the end of the line. All right. There's a Peach Momoka. I think that's a Peach Momoka drop. But look at that line.
Jeez.
Yep. You got the Knights of the Comic. So.
I said it to them and they gave it to me.
There you go. Look, we even got wheelchair cosplay. It's awesome.
Have you been by the BTC booth, Izzy? Did I miss that?
We just been by it, dude. You didn't see it?
That's what I said. Did I miss that? I had to
yeah,
go,
we just stopped by.
Yeah, I had to go grab a jacket. I'm about to be heading out. I'm about to go see Tron Ares with my oldest.
I heard fair things.
I've heard.
That's what I heard.
I'm of the
firm. That's why I said fair.
I have a Rob's Fat Stacks viewpoint when it comes to Tron. I'm a snob. I think people are too dumb for the franchise.
Either that. Anybody want a Carla Kona?
I said that, but keeping my eyes locked on Caroline while I said that, and I got
It's true.
I like this. I love this Black Cat one. That's nice.
That is a great Black Cat.
Am I the only one that would be less bored with Izzy standing in line for Mark's action? It's already acquired. I got it.
You got it? Awesome.
It's all good.
What's the one below it? The white one here below it.
Which one? Which one? Cammy?
Yeah, that one. Go down. Oh,
that's Cammy from Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are all Pirellas.
Okay.
Caroline saw.
Here's more blind bags. IDW blind bag. I always think this one's fun. That's a cool one.
Maybe the franchise is too dumb for smart people. Nope. Absolutely not. That's not.
I'll be honest with you, man. I saw the first one and I'm like, this movie has not really held up. I'm sorry.
The
too
original
dumb
for smart people. There's countless movies out there that are too dumb for smart people. A lot of them. Sharknado. Thank you, Caroline.
Check out this original art.
If you're looking to be like engaged, like Sharknado ain't gonna do it. Tron Legacy does. Tron does.
Sharknado is great, but it's no Oppenheimer, right?
I know you're joking, but that's a good point. Dude, Oppenheimer was so good.
It was great.
Like it was objectively good, right?
It was a Nolan. It was a beautiful Nolan film.
Check out Eric Larson, Spider-Man.
That's great.
That's nice.
like
I
that
love
with
how he put.
thick black lines there.
What issue is
Yeah,
it
but look
from?
at the bubble. This is 339.
Oh,
But I love the fact that he wrote Amazing Spider-Man in bubble letters.
I see
Look at
that.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty fun. All right, and then you got Todd right next to him.
I like Todd's better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He, because it's a donut.
And I don't always say that.
You like donuts?
Okay.
I would agree. Plus,
You
Todd made
prefer-
everything juicier.
You prefer the donut? The
I do
donut book?
I prefer the Todd one.
Okay.
Just because
The
I like
inks are really
detail.
good on the top.
I think the
The inks are
detail.
good.
If you love Spider-Man, you'd go for the one on the left. You'd go for the Larson.
Here's some. I think this is some
Or
Frank.
Electra.
Yes, Death of Electra. This is 140. Frank Miller.
Nice.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we got some more, and these are all original.
Oh, are they?
Adam Kubert.
Get out of here.
These are the original.
I love
These
these.
are the originals. Wolverine 14.
Huge.
Huge.
That's sick.
I don't even know what book this is. This is X-Men
I don't
1.
even know what I'm looking at.
It's X-Men.
Oh, now I see the
Superman.
words. Yes. Okay.
Superman in Chains.
He looks like he's in a Wonder Woman position there.
There you go. Yep. And there's some Kirby.
Nice.
There, and look, it even says his name, Kirby. That's cool. You can see some more original art here. There. Look, who doesn't? This is the piece for Rob right there.
Ooh.
That's nice, right?
That shit is insane. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Anybody like Ghost Rider? And
I do.
Yeah.
look at that
You're
Ghost
taking
Rider and
us through
Deathlock.
like history, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. I would love to have you read this for us, Caroline.
Okay. If your hands, I'd love to read it for you too. I just can't say the words. Come here, Miss Kitty.
Okay, I'm
All right,
trying to
guys,
get a little closer for you.
I gotta kill the stream. I'm about to head out to go watch Tron. Aries.
Oh, nice.
Have fun.
All right, guys.
I'm
Can I-
super
Well,
excited to go hang
enjoy
out.
yourself.
Spin on camera.
Can I say something before we go too?
No, Izzy, thank you so much for
Okay.
helping out and showing us the show, man.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. I will see you guys around, bro. There'll
All
be
right,
more
bro.
stuff coming up.
Love you, my dude.
Love you guys.
I just want to say I love you, Izzy, too.
I love you too, madam. No,
I said
no
that
sketchy
first.
show.
Quit
No
stepping on
sketchy
my
show
toes.
today.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys.
All right, bro.
And Lady Prime and I are
Bye.
going to be doing a Lady Death extravaganza on the 18th. It's going to be amazing. Cliff is going to be joining us and possibly getting into some
Cliff going to be
cosplayers.
showing cleavage also?
So
Pardon?
much more.
Is Cliff going to be showing cleavage also?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm in.
See, look. I mean,
Love that. Oh my god.
Cliff gotta get fired, bro.
My face in them titties.
Anyway, it should be a
Your
good
head
time.
right
We've
in
done
there,
it for a
Mark.
band, and it should be fun.
Nestle my little nose in there.
Well, I appreciate all y'all hopping on. I hope y'all have a good day. There's no In the Mix tonight, so I'll see everybody on Sunday for Outweek Sin. If you get a chance to watch Peacemaker, come on by. We'll be talking about the whole season as well as
I'm
the
gonna
finale
watch it, and then I'll let you
Tron.
know what I thought about the ending.
and talking about Tron Aries. So yeah,
Have a great time. Mark.
peace.
Take care.